Welcome to the club.
My club are mental, aren't they?
21 is coming.
You're chatting gas. Embarrassing.
Off, ref!
Most toxic fan base in the world are Arsenal.
Liverpool, the worst champions ever. We are the champions.
It's special, isn't it?
We are back.
It is.
Bayern Munich against
Oh!
Manchester United. It's a proper fixture, that, isn't it?
I mean,
That is a
big game.
proper
in terms of
fixture.
name, it is. I don't necessarily think that the football that's going to be on display or the competitiveness or the jeopardy in the fixture is going to reflect the history of the
We
teams.
are absolutely doing them tonight.
I think they beat you 5-0.
I promise you. We are going to
You won't touch the ball in their
smash
half.
them.
Yeah, they will bash
If you get into their half, I'll buy you a pint.
This is going to be
That'd be-
one of the most one-sided Champions League games that we have ever seen. This
No,
is
it's
going.
not.
It
No,
really
it's
is.
not.
It really is.
No,
It's
not.
Chelsea.
Listen,
It's
I'll tell
Chelsea
you why.
Levski's fear.
Manchester United fans, listen to me, yeah. Listen. All this doom and gloom over here, yeah, from this pair and everybody else watching Manchester United. All right. The Premier League hasn't been great so far. Yeah? But everyone starts from zero in this, yeah.
No,
Zero.
No, they don't.
We all start from zero. Fresh starts today. This is a new season. The Champions League is here. And we're winning it.
No, I don't. I really don't
Four
think
is
so.
coming.
No, again,
Four?
I just
Yeah.
don't think it is. I think you're in real stuck, as they will be saying. As they will be saying, you're in stuck, mate. Yeah, you're in big trouble. You're in big trouble because you're very unfortunate.
We're not in Stuttgart. We're in
You're in
Munich.
stuck. That means trouble in German.
Does it?
I think,
Does it?
well, yeah, in stuck.
actually
It's an
German?
English saying, isn't it? You're in stuck, but it's obviously.
I always thought
borrowed
people
from-
wanted to say shit, but then went
No.
Right.
It means
Yeah,
it means like it's just a way of saying trouble. It's just, you know how you use certain you can borrow certain things from other languages. Vis-a-vis. You can borrow that, which is French.
Let's not get into saying it again. We see what
Yeah,
happened
no,
last
not with
time.
him around. I know. Oh, mate,
And everyone in the
a
comments were
migraine
backing me
after
up,
that.
by the way. Everyone in the
God.
comments were backing me up. Thank you to everyone who's been following us and obviously on the Super 6 app as well. We've got to shout out everyone that's been playing along. 11,000 of you, I think, in our mini league.
There's just under 11,000 in our
Yeah.
mini league, but there's 14,400 people that could still win $250,000.
14,000.
And it ends tonight.
Are any of
Yeah.
us in the 14,000?
Well,
No, we're already, all three of us are already.
For God's sake.
I might be, because I'll put United to win. So if United win, everyone's predicted us not to. I'm going to.
Yeah, but you're not going to win. Like, you're just not. I've never
Do you
ever
want to
watched-
win Super 6 or do you want to live in this fantasy? It's your choice. I don't mind, mate. You know.
Have you
It's your choice.
ever in your entire life watched a fixture of Manchester United in Europe where you are so convinced that they will not get a result?
Yeah, because it's been bad for 10 years.
No, not like this.
It's been bad for 10
No,
years.
but think off the top of your head. Over the past 10 years, when have Manchester United lined up in a fixture where you are as confident that they will be battered as you are tonight? It hasn't happened. This is it. This is
Yeah.
the game. This is the readdress. This is the redefinition of Manchester United.
Coming, man. Just get
There isn't a time in the history of the game where Manchester United have gone into a fixture in Europe where I'm more confident that they are going to be.
You're more what?
It was convinced. It was convinced and confident. It's the same.
Convinced.
That's how confident I am. I'm convinced. I'm convinced and confident in the same word. That you, I just think you're going to get.
Did Man United
so battered.
score today?
Gary Pellistri's starting today.
They
let me
might
tell you.
score a consolation on the 88th minute.
I've
They're
even
5-0
put money
down.
on United to win today.
Say goodbye to that money. say Auf Wiedersehen to that money.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. It's lucky that you had that win in Brighton, isn't it? Otherwise you'd be brassic.
Throwing money away.
Throwing money away.
United
Yeah.
would pay for a win in Brighton right now.
Yeah.
They'd pay good money for a win in Brighton.
No. I tell you what. I honestly can't say it, but I do.
Just
I
look,
do
if
love
Union
the
Berlin can
Champions
hold
League.
the mighty Real Madrid to a 0-0.
Union Berlin are a better team than you.
No, they're not.
They're Union Berlin are a much
Yeah,
better
they are.
team than you.
Yeah.
Name 5 of Union Berlin.
I'll start
Bonucci.
Bonucci. No, I started
Bonucci. No,
Bonucci.
your turn.
Bonucci. No, I said
yours.
first. No,
Wait,
I went
said
first.
Bonucci.
You
Now
didn't
it's your
get
turn.
2 turns.
No,
I
I
went first.
say
Now it's your
Bonucci.
turn.
Bonucci. No, we're playing
You
Timmy
say
Mallet. We're playing
Bonucci.
Timmy
Yeah.
Mallet. So Bonucci.
But
He doesn't play for them. He doesn't
he's
play.
fantastic, Bonucci. What a player.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's
How good has Jude Bellingham been, though, for Real Madrid? Man are from Birmingham.
yeah.
From Birmingham?
Is it actually Birmingham?
Wait, he's from
It's the Black Country, isn't it?
Stourbridge, isn't it?
Stourbridge.
Stourbridge,
Is that
yeah.
Birmingham?
But they when they go out, they tell people they're from Birmingham.
What's
Not
the-
anymore. Now they want to be for
It's
Stamford
like
Bridge. He's
people
put them
from Wolves say, "Yeah, I'm from Birmingham."
Yeah.
because Tom
Garrett runs around telling people he's from
no,
Birmingham.
because he loves the fact that he's from. Where is it actually?
That's because
Stourbridge.
his accent stinks of it though as well.
Does
It does, yeah.
Jude Bellingham have the Black Country accent? Does he have that
I don't
proper
think so,
Garrett
you know.
twang
He has lived a little bit
elsewhere? and that?
elsewhere
Yeah,
and that
yeah,
in
yeah.
it, but yeah, he's,
Yeah, he's
represents-
sensational.
and he's gone there, and I know it could fizzle out, and he could just become another player there.
It's
But
very unlikely, mate.
he started there, and he's carrying the team on his
Crazy,
shoulders,
mate.
scoring winning goals. He'll probably go and score one in a minute. Like
He is.
unbelievable. I don't
Yeah.
think I knew he was a good player, but I remember having like a discussion with you guys and going, I think people are getting too carried away.
Why
with,
called him Brian Robson?
yeah, that was mental.
He'll have a better
That's
career
still
than Brian
mental.
Robson.
That's still mental. But
You don't think it's possible?
Brian Robson bossed Maradona's Barcelona off the pitch. Let me remind you.
Yeah.
But anyway, Bellingham has gone there, and he's been. I didn't expect him. I expected him to do well and be good, but I didn't expect him to be this good. He's been
Yeah,
absolutely phenomenal.
his level has elevated to not necessarily to something that we didn't anticipate, but at a pace that perhaps we didn't anticipate. So I think we all knew that he was going to be good. I think we all knew that he was destined for greatness. Whether we expected the greatness to arrive by his 20th birthday is
The problem
more
for
up debate.
England is he plays in a much more advanced role.
That's good.
No, but you've got a Foden that could potentially play there. You've
He
got
goes
all
into
these
the murky
you know
ground
what I
where
mean?
Maddison,
No.
Foden,
Chaps,
all these
you've got
guys.
to be very careful what you're doing here because you're both doing something which is very destructive, really annoying.
Do you know how good Foden would look in Spain, by the way?
But do you know what you're
Yeah.
doing? You are creating a world in which, by accident, you're making excuses for an England manager that can't get the best out of this team. Because what you're doing is you're going, oh, isn't he unlucky that he plays so far forward? It's not a problem having Bellingham and Foden competing and Maddison.
but
It's
you
not a
can't
problem.
play- I don't
It's an
think you can play
amazing.
both.
you can't play all
it's an-
three of them.
No,
you
it's
can
a
maybe play
hang on. It's a manager's responsibility to find a world that gets the best out of your best players. So you can't. You know when
Yeah.
there was nonsense about Gerrard and Lampard. They can't play together, people would go.
Yeah.
Well, hang on a minute. The best manager in the world at
Yeah.
that point was Jose Mourinho.
Can I give you an
and
example
he broke
then?
his neck to sign
Yeah.
Gerrard for Chelsea. So he obviously
So
believed it
what
could
you're
work.
saying is bang on, yeah? But there's an argument in modern, for modern England fans that we have to play a four at the back. So that's
Okay.
a lot of people say that.
Okay.
When I was saying this years ago that we still have to play a back five, we did in 2018. What happened with that back five? It allowed Jesse Lingard and Dele Alli to play just behind Harry Kane. So if you want to have Phil Foden and Bellingham, we might have to have a back five because we don't have enough defensive midfielders to cover.
No, there is a problem with that theory, though.
You can't have
We don't
four.
we don't have five good
You can't have
defenders.
four at the back with Foden and Bellingham.
We don't have five good defenders, mate.
No, well,
If
no,
you
you
have five good right
if
backs.
you follow that theory,
you
if you
have
follow that
five
theory,
because
you're
because we only have one world class centre back in John Stones. Because we have a lack of centre back options, five is the option.
Didn't you say Harry Maguire's been world class for England?
I never said that. I didn't
You
say
said-
he's
you
world
said-
class.
you
I say he's been a
said
good
that.
servant for England.
Oh, corner kick in the last minute of the game. Jude Bellingham looking urgent and
Last
keen.
2 minutes of the game, but here we go. Real Madrid, Union Berlin. Wouldn't be the start that they wanted, especially at home, innit?
Who?
Especially at home. Real
Yeah, but they lost to Shakhtar. They lost to Madrid Shakhtar.
They like
once,
to
didn't they?
Sheriff,
No,
remember
they
that?
lost Sheriff. Yeah. It's in.
I always rated this kid. Oh,
God,
you couldn't make
Jude,
it up,
God,
man.
son.
Couldn't make it up.
Oh, no.
Yes, love it.
That is
They're gonna rule it
unreal.
off.
Is that
Love
his
it.
sixth goal of the season? 5 games, 6
Mate,
and
he's-
5.
he, in terms of like an arrival, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Then he scored a
Scary.
hat trick as well in the second game or something ridiculous.
Not sure about that, but
Something-
he's scoring almost a goal a game.
Yeah.
That's a quickly taken corner by Cruz. Swatted.
No one's
into the
offside.
box. No one's offside there. No way.
No,
he's
it's
offside.
definitely-
He's come
it's
off
definitely
the
Yeah, it's
Berlin
definitely,
player anyway.
a goal. Yeah, it's definitely counts.
Bit of fortune in there, but
Yeah.
Just
Mate,
right
but
he's
it's
there,
advanced
looking
there.
like
He's in
easy.
the
Got to
6
be
yard
at the right place at the right time. There's a
Culture.
skill in that.
God, they got a side, haven't they, Madrid? An
See, I
unbelievable
didn't
side.
think he had so many goals in him.
I mean, he's
You know what I
constantly
mean? Like-
evolving. He's constantly evolving. Also, you've got to remember, like, he's under the tutelage now of Carlo Ancelotti. Like, in terms of
We've seen what that did for like Dominic Calvert-Lewin. You know what I mean?
true.
Like, you know what I mean? It made us all think.
Dude, I thought you were going to say Kaká.
No, but like, look how good Dominic Calvert-Lewin is.
Kaká, you want a Ballon d'Or, man?
Yeah, I'll tell you
100
what.
million
You know,
quid.
how-
No,
you know how
Do you know what I
good he
mean?
is.
Like,
You-
look
I know,
how
I
good
know,
he
I know.
made
Remember
Dominic
Hernan
Calvert-Lewin.
Crespo's
He rose the
Remember
level
Hernan
up, yeah,
Crespo's
yeah.
fault? No, not him. Calvert-Lewin.
He made Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Honestly.
Everyone think this guy.
This
is
guy
so
can.
good.
Do you know what? Actually, at one point during that season, people were genuinely exploring the possibility of keeping Harry Kane out of the team by using
Calvert-Lewin is
Calvert-Lewin.
more of a
Like,
physical
it just
fancied us
feels
to
like
sign him.
it just feels like a.
I was saying I thought City would sign him.
Who?
Calvert-Lewin. couple years
No,
back.
there was a season.
Really?
There was a
When
season.
that Ancelotti season.
Do you remember when he scored for England? He scored that. I think he scored a couple of goals for England, and I think people suddenly went, "Oh, he's an answer." He's an answer to.
Oh!
They've done it.
Oh, I thought it was a real shot.
No, you pillock.
Real Madrid,
that went in anyway.
Real Madrid,
That was amazing.
Real Madrid,
I'll take it as a goal.
The Stokey has got some breaking news for us, all the way from Stoke.
This is an interesting one because it's someone that we all know, but it's causing a bit of a stir around Manchester United and Jadon Sancho right now. JCC, who we know, famous YouTuber,
famous
etc.
Fulham fan.
He's playing FIFA online streaming right now with Sancho ahead of Bayern.
Yeah,
Man
but
United.
Sancho's not in the squad. What do you want him to do?
He's playing FIFA live.
No,
on
but
the internet.
hang on,
Your boy's
Adam,
not watching
Adam.
Bayern. He's
That's
playing
not acceptable.
FIFA.
Hang on, wait.
Mate, he's not in the squad.
Hang on,
embarrassing, bro.
Adam. This has never happened before, but me and you, one of us
He's not in the
is
squad.
massively
What do you want
wrong
him to do? Go on the piss?
No, mate.
wait.
I want him to be at
Part
home
of- he's
watching
part
Man
of the squad,
United.
though.
The game's not kicked off yet.
Well, it's implied that he's playing the game throughout. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, he's
If he's playing FIFA while
Boy.
you lot are playing, well, you kick off in a few minutes,
Mate.
that's embarrassing.
What? I don't see what the problem is.
This is mental.
I don't see what the problem is.
He's playing computer. He's a professional footballer.
You have an
who is
issue with
paid-
any adult playing computer games.
I can't.
So
We
I
can't
can't
do
do- I do think it's a bit weird. I do think it's a bit weird when adults play computer games. Yeah, I do think that is really weird. Like
There
all
is-
the way to spend your
There is
time.
also a clip that's going viral now saying his first goal of the season, get in, but it's one he scored on.
Jadon Sancho hits the back
No,
of
I
the net.
don't. I think. What's
Is it over then?
wrong with that?
Hang
I
on.
think it could
he
possibly
cost your
be over.
club 75 million quid.
I think it could possibly be over if you disagree with the manager so much.
Yeah.
To a
Doesn't
point
it,
where
is,
you-
hang on.
It's sad. It's sad.
Actually
I think
analyse
he's
this, Adam. You know,
unbelievably talented.
Adam, on face value, if you just go, okay, look, he's not in the squad, he can do what he wants with his time. It makes no difference. Fine. But is the open...
He's sat at home. You do know that, right?
Yes.
What do you want him to do?
You want him to be watching the game, surely.
No, but not only that, you want him to not be
It's the
playing
same thing
FIFA
as if he was
with
watching
JCC.
Netflix.
No, but
He was watching
but
Netflix or he was
But he wants to watch
watching
Bayern Man
something.
United. He wants to watch Bayern Man United with the view of getting back in the side.
So how many
to see what's
TVs
happening.
these motherfucking
Hang on a
kids have
minute.
got?
Yeah, but he's not
Hang
playing
on a minute.
FIFA and watching the game.
If you want... Jadon
I'm not
Sancho-
gonna. What I'm saying is, I'm not gonna go mental over someone sat home playing a computer.
No, but it's not about playing
Like-
the computer
no,
game.
yes, it is.
If it's a Monday at 3 p.m., fair enough. It's the biggest
If he
game
was
Man
out
United
in the
have had
club or
in 5
something, or
years.
he was on the lash or whatever.
Should he-
I'd go,
Your
actually,
side's
that's weird.
playing right now. Why do
The manager
you
left him out
shouting
the
that
squad.
out?
What do you want him to do?
Should he not
Watch
be
the
there?
side that he's
Should he not be-
contractually
should-
The
employed
game
to
hasn't
work
kicked
for.
off yet.
Do you not think he should be there?
I
Not
think
in
he
the
should be in
squad.
Oh,
Not
is that
in the
what you're
squad.
saying?
No, I'm not saying he should be in the
Well,
squad.
we know
but
team-
should he not be there?
No,
Well, they don't
no.
travel like that, do they?
Yeah,
For
yeah.
group games, especially.
Yeah.
He's not even been training with the first team.
It's a sad state of affairs.
It's a sad state of affairs.
I
but
think
the manager has to.
Another
you know what it
player
is?
ruined
Hang
by
on.
United.
Do you know what
Nah,
it is?
it's not. He's ruined by himself.
It's
But
an
it's
open
another one,
admission.
isn't it?
himself.
It's
He's
another
ruined- He
one.
has to take personal
It's
responsibility.
so
of course,
bad.
that is true,
Hang
but-
on, we have to actually get to the bottom of how significant this is. The fact that he's playing computer games, and we can talk about it. And we know he's playing computer games with our friend. I could play computer games with John if I was that.
I don't think he'd want to
dumb.
play you.
Hang on,
He
mate.
would. He'd
This
want to
is
win 12
He's got
0
Jadon
like I
Sancho
did.
on there.
Yeah, I did play him once and he battered me. That was for. That was. It doesn't matter. Hang on.
Yeah, they can't-
Even if you admit, even if your perception of this is that he can do what he wants, he's not in the squad, he's playing
My
computer games, he
perception
probably
is that
wants
he
to
can do
hang
what
on,
he
hang on.
wants.
Hang on.
Go
Let's
on.
just say that he can. There's no big deal. He's playing games. He can finish the game in time to watch the football, and he's basically free to do what he wants with his time. Even if you think that's okay, there is an announcement from Jadon Sancho here by playing games publicly. There is an announcement by playing JCC, who has prestige and purchase in that world.
Possibly.
That what he's effectively doing is going, this is a massive V sign to just simply go, I don't care about the result, I'm playing computer games. If you want to play computer games, get your mate round and play 2-player and have a good game. But we don't need to know this. If you don't care about the
taking the
result,
piss.
he's taking exactly.
I think you could.
in a
There's
really
a world in which
simplistic
you could
fashion,
be
which
right.
is sometimes needed.
But-
He's basically gone, I don't care. Mate, I'm playing computer games, and do you know what? Tweet that you're playing me. Let the world know that you're playing me. That's how not interested I am in Manchester United. Let them know that 10 minutes before the biggest game of the season so far, I'm doing this.
You could be right. You could be right. I mean, there's an argument there, but I personally, in the modern age, if he's sat at home, what else do you expect? Most of these 20-year-olds are playing
Computer games all you like, but just
and the
don't let
game
me
hasn't
know.
kicked
I
off
shouldn't
yet.
know that you're
Let
playing
us-
computer
let
games.
us-
I shouldn't
let us
know that
just
you're
add
playing
to that.
I shouldn't know.
The game hasn't kicked off.
Fine,
Also,
but it's on the build-up.
I kind of footballers are very egotistical. They're very me, aren't they? I can understand a world in which
He's done this
you
for
go,
a headline.
I'm going home. Like, I'm not involved, so why should I? Like, I don't want to watch it. It must prickle at your ego a little bit.
If he wants,
it's one of the biggest nights of the Champions League, and you're sat at home, and you're not there to watch it, must hurt a little
if he
bit.
wants to,
and it should hurt a little bit.
Mate, if he wants to go home and watch the latest episode of Billions and not watch the Man United game, that's fine. But don't live stream yourself watching the latest episode of
Is
Billions.
he live streaming himself?
Well, he must be because I'm talking about it.
He's just playing him, and JCC's live streaming it.
Okay. Either way, though, it's the same thing, isn't it? If you don't want to watch the game and you want to go home and watch an episode of Keenan and Kel, do it. But don't flag yourself watching an episode of Keenan and Kel when the game is on.
Sassy,
because what you're doing is you're flagging, you're making it a talking point, and you're basically
it's melodramatic.
What you're saying is, I'm not watching that. I'm not interested in that. I'm more interested in being a weirdo.
He's not a real
footballer.
footballer. At the moment, he's not acting like a real footballer who's playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world, in my opinion.
To be honest, I don't think playing the computer game has anything to do with that. He needs to take responsibility for his football
The whole
career.
thing,
And if he's blaming Eric Ten Hag
Yeah.
for it, and he's kind of saying, I ain't apologising because whatever, you need to realise that no man's bigger than the club. And also, you've had these things happen at a couple of occasions now. With England, with Dortmund, there's been a few instances. So it's in your interest to go, you know what? I want to roll my sleeves up and fight for this spot. If you're not going to do that, fair enough. But the first part of doing that is apologising to the manager. Now, me, personally, a lot of Man United fans may agree with you and they may see your perspective. But me right now, who's had a few drinks, who's ready to watch his team in the Champions League, I ain't asked that someone's playing computer games. Like, there's a lot worse things that people could be doing with their lives. He could be out, as I said, going out, having a few drinks. Would you watch the club if you were kicked out for a week?
Yes, but I wouldn't live stream myself.
You wouldn't?
Yes.
You'd go live yourself?
I'm one of the OGs. I would click subscribe now, just as you should.
Rory would go live and say, fuck Buvey.
Mate, honestly, I think it's just because you know what else it is. It's just a juvenile. What it definitely does is it vindicates Eric Ten Hag.
I think a lot of people agree with you, by the way.
It vindicates Ten Hag. If Ten Hag was ever having second thoughts, could I do with Sancho? Obviously, there's been developments regarding Anthony that means that Jadon Sancho could be beneficial to the first team. Suddenly, I think he goes, he's a juvenile. He's playing computer games. It's just not a way of showing the manager how committed you are for the furtherance of Manchester
I think
United.
the whole thing is so melodramatic. It's tiresome. It's GCSE level drama stuff. I think it's pathetic, really, and it alludes to the fact Man United aren't a serious football club. They're not in this game to try and win the Champions League. They'll be lucky to leave with a draw tonight. The fact. It's a massive failure of a transfer, Sancho. It's not worked out.
Do you not think it's just another example of Jadon Sancho? Like, and I'm talking specifically about it being computer games here. Like, he has Like, what are we learning about Jadon Sancho here?
By the way, a lot of the OGs
games?
are going, Rory's gone full Yada here. What's wrong with Rory? Why doesn't he like computer games?
Because I'm a grown-up. Because I'm an adult. I'm a grown-up adult.
He could have 10
I am
TVs
a grown-up
and
adult.
Whatever.
I liked computer games when I was a child, and I would play Super Mario Brother. Then I grew up, and I did other things more important than playing computer games, as Jadon Sancho should. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Mike Shue says 22-year-old man plays a video game. Not exactly groundbreaking. Rory needs to go.
22? 22 years
you.
old. Of all the things you could be doing at 22, you could go and climb Machu Picchu.
Did you do that when you were 22?
You could, mate. What
were you doing when you were 22?
Dancing.
Chasing Ian Beale's daughter about. Was that when you were 22?
A bit old. What was I doing? I was often in the Vibe Bar in Brick Lane.
Yeah.
I was out and about. I was doing things that didn't involve. Obviously, it wasn't computer game related ever.
Jack just let me know that you got beat up by Ian Beale.
I was older though. It did happen, but I was older.
So you're the only person Adam Woodjack has ever filled in.
But he had help. But he got back up in it. It wasn't only him. It was him and Ginger. Him and Ginger got me. The bald ginger bloke. What's his name? He loves Arsenal. Oh, God. Jake Wood. What's his name in this?
Matt Brannan.
Yeah.
Right, we're 10 minutes till kick-off. Remember, we're sponsored by Super 6. The winner of our mini league gets a £100 classic football shirt voucher pre-game. There's been some predictions coming in. I don't know why I just read that out like from Burgundy.
Okay.
Pre-game. This has been the most
He's
popular
literally
prediction.
reading everything written. Say something. This is like when was it? Who was it who tweeted that? Say something like, "What footballer was that?" It's one of my favourite things on Twitter.
who was
where
that?
his PR person has obviously gone. Say something like,
don't
and he's
know.
just copy and pasted the whole thing. Who is that? Someone in the comments will tell us.
The most popular
What
prediction
footballer was that?
for today, Victor Anichebe.
Yes, King.
We're Bayern 3, Man United 1. Absolute tossers.
Mate, that's generous to you. You should take that. If you were offered 3-1 now, you should say yes. If you're a Man United fan now,
Sell your kidney
Nah.
for
I
3-1.
would
Yeah,
never
to score
take
a goal.
it before
To
I
score-
did.
3-1,
Nah.
you'd
To
accept
score,
it.
what you,
Mate, that assumes...
mate, we're not living in 1999. We're a whole different millennia.
Yeah.
You're rubbish.
Nah, we're not.
Mate, 3-1 would be... 3-1 is the equivalent of a 5-0 win for you. Losing 3-1 would be a good...
I went.
coming, boys.
Can I do my prediction? I said 6-0, and I think that's fair. That's not a bad result.
I say
6-0.
4-0. I say 4-0.
Didn't they put 7 past Spurs at their stadium?
Didn't
We're
they
not
put
7-2?
Spurs,
Didn't they
and we're
put
not
10
Arsenal.
past
And they put
Arsenal
10.
over 2
It was
legs?
10-2. I remember Troops went there and he's crying and all that. Went mega viral. Across
Did he?
3 games, it was 15-3 in another thing as well. So, yeah.
Did he cry?
Yeah, he was crying outside the Allianz or something. Couldn't get in or got kicked out for being a melt or whatever. But whatever it is. But, yeah, they got smashed. They got absolutely
Troops, we
smashed.
love you, man.
Nah, I'm only joking. I love Troops.
Just at Buvey.
But yeah, I remember that. It was a great vlog, by the way, Troops. Shout out to you, mate.
The greatest vlog ever is you at Anfield.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
That
not.
is the greatest vlog.
that is.
That is
And you
not.
know, for football...
Can we put it in our intro?
do you know-
Can you send Jack the
No.
footage? Put it in our
Do
intro.
you know what?
It's
For football
copyrighted.
fan
It's my
media,
copyright.
you know, for like in a decade when fan media becomes sort of something to study, it will become
in a museum?
Just in terms of like media, journalism, and all of that. It's forever evolving.
Yeah.
And people that study it, I think that your clip at Anfield will be the case study to demonstrate fans filming themselves in stadiums because it is the most. It is the most brilliant clip to demonstrate that world.
Do you think?
Yeah, the Riyad Mahrez taking a penalty at
I think
Anfield.
there's better moments.
No, it's you. It is you, mate.
Yeah.
I can't think off the top of your head. Name a more iconic YouTuber in a
Surely
stadium.
Fogg done something better. He's gone to enough games at this point.
No,
Do
you know that
Fogden
one. You
got
know that one.
Kidnapped?
Did he? In Saudi Arabia?
Who was that?
No, I don't think that.
Where
But he did get.
where
Did he?
goal gets disallowed, where there's sub cheering and then they're not cheering. That's quite. That's memed a lot.
I don't know.
What happened?
I can't. It's an Arsenal one. Was it Troops?
Might have been.
Where he
the other
celebrates a
one.
goal.
Yeah, it's the other one that we shall not. say
The
his
one
name.
that shall not be named.
Yeah.
Okay. Him. I still don't. There's loads that shall not be named.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
That's quite.
No, not R.I.P. He's still alive. I'm not saying his name. Anyway, there's
I
a
don't
few
know
from
what's going
AFTV. There's a few from AFTV, but yeah.
Yo, what's this? VAR. Is that real VAR? That's
an advert for
Why is
pizza.
Chris Foy in adverts? Oh, that ain't Chris Foy. It just looks like Chris Foy. I was thinking, why is Chris Foy getting Domino's money? You know what I mean? Isn't
Yeah.
that a bit disrespectful? Why are you about to break? What are you watching? Should we get back to the ad read? The winner of the Club League gets a £100 classic football shirts voucher. As we said, some of the popular predictions today are Bayern 3, Man United 1. They won't be getting any points. Arsenal 2, PSV 0. Are Arsenal back in the Europa League? What's going on there? Real Sociedad 1, Inter Milan 2. What is your prediction for the Arsenal game, Rory?
I would love for PSV to get something out of the game.
What? Don't look at me. Don't cut to me. Cut to these guys. For
Well, what were you saying?
Why is Rory broken?
What were you saying?
you speak. You're both professionals. You're
wait,
both professionals.
What are you doing?
Keep speaking.
Super
Real Sociedad 1, Inter Milan 2. That is my prediction as well
Me
for that
too.
massive game in Spain
I
tonight.
predicted
Yeah.
Real Sociedad to win. That one? 2-1?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't see my predictions because there's no internet, but I think Arsenal will get something out of the game. And congratulations to them for hosting Champions League football
Listen,
for the first
do us a
time in
favour,
years.
if you want more chaotic ad reads like this one, then please join our league. The code is Club23. All you have to do is download the Super 6 app. We call it in the industry the Super Sexy app. Download the Super 6 app and the code is Club23. Buvey,
Yeah.
how many points you got this week?
I don't know. I got no signal. I got nine. I got nine. I was waiting for the graphic for the last 10 minutes. I'm top of the leaderboard, lads.
You got no credit.
You guys 4 points.
He's got no
That's
credit.
embarrassing.
He's got his
I've
O2
got-
genius.
I've got-
Pay as you what? Pay as you go.
I've got 9 points. Hopefully that'll be extended with a 6-0 win to Bayern Munich tonight.
View
Beautiful.
current round. Hang on. View current round. I'm flying along. 4 points.
4 points.
Flying along, mate.
Halfway through.
Absolutely flying along.
So you're on course for 8 points.
Mate, I'm flying. But if Bayern Munich win 4-0,
So you've done 4.
4-0.
I've done 6. What have you done, Adam?
2-1. No, 1-1.
Also, I need a draw. Oh no, I was wrong though.
All right, regrettable Spurs fan sent in a super chat. Gotta read it. That's classic.
That's a great one.
That's a great one. I love you, Claude. R.I.P. Buvey, what will the proof be in tonight?
Huh?
What will the proof be in tonight?
The proof will be in the pudding when you lose 6-0.
I'm
You know
not
what
doing
the
this
proof
again.
is in the pudding means?
He brought it up.
It's like when you see a pudding, yeah, the proof is in the eating of the pudding.
Exactly.
So it could
It's
look
when,
nice.
It's when something's in the
but
pudding.
until you eat
No,
it, you don't know if it is
I
nice.
didn't bring this up. Don't do the whole I've got a migraine thing. I didn't bring it up. I'm
Mate.
happy to watch a lovely bit of European football under the floodlights in Munich. Okay?
I think it's Munchen.
Munich.
Munchen.
Okay?
No, because of the double. Because of the double.
Munchen.
It's the umlaut.
Okay? In for Bayern Munich. And
What
that's
other
what I'm
German
gonna
words
say.
do you know?
Dubisan
Oh,
Dummkopf.
I know donuts is Berliner.
Yeah, JFK.
Ich bin
Yeah, do you know that? Madness.
Ich bin ein
Yeah.
Berliner.
Why is
And it was
what's that got to do with
JFK said it when he was like trying to like create harmony with Germany. And what you're actually saying there is I'm a donut.
So he said it in front of hundreds of thousands of
So did-
Germans,
did it-
thinking he's saying, I'm
Did
a
someone
Berliner.
set him up?
No, but
No,
it's just
he's a Berliner.
like a local saying.
So he said it in English, but
Yeah.
in German it was weird.
I was at the Brandenburg Gate when they won the World Cup in 2014.
Were you?
When they realised I was English.
Just on holiday?
Oh my god! Yeah, on holiday. When they realised I was English.
Did you
oh
time
my
it?
God.
Did you want to be in Germany for
We
the...
didn't know we were gonna. I was with mates. We had no idea they'd get there because obviously we were travelling. We got there and obviously Argentina.
Were they nice to
Germany.
you knowing you were English or no?
A few of them were nice, and then it got to the point where it's half time. It was 0-0. It was tense.
Who were you supporting?
I was supporting Argentina. Yeah,
Openly?
Yeah, I can't have the Germans winning any more than they've already won.
Wait.
But,
But British people don't like Argentina either, right?
I think on a footballing level, we like Argentina more than Germany, but we don't like either. Obviously, if someone had to do it, it was for Messi, and Aguero was obviously part of the squad as well.
Did it
Well,
go
I'm
wrong?
in Germany saying, you're squeezing through literally 100,000, 200,000 people, Brandenburg Gate, and I'm saying, es tut mir leid, es tut mir leid. That's say, excuse me.
So obviously an English
No,
accent,
but
yeah.
only foreigners would say that because that says my condolences. Right? You meant to say Entschuldigen in German.
Entschuldigen is,
It's
excuse
like
me,
informal.
Entschuldigen. Yeah, yeah.
So everyone knew I was English straight away by me saying es tut mir leid.
Yeah. And did anybody...
I got covered in beer, got pushed
bad way,
around.
yeah.
It was aggressive, but is what it is.
Yeah, that
Amazing
is-
experience though, Brandenburg Gate.
They only knew you were English by the way you pronounce German words.
And I used the wrong saying.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's the only way they knew you were English.
Well, how else?
That would be-
my German's impeccable. What I wanted to say.
Apart from your broad Bristolian accent. Fucking hell, this geezer had me fooled he was from Munich until the way he said that then.
I just think that
I imagine
you are
we
going to get
battered
so
his
battered
back
here.
today. Oh, you are so fucked. Effenberg, have that
Stefan
one.
Effenberg, is he it?
Q4, have that, you twat.
Yeah.
Lothar Matthäus. Fucked it, mate, you have.
Stefan Effenberg.
Oliver Kahn.
He was a great
you
player,
great big
Effenberg.
twat.
He was brilliant, wasn't he, Stefan Effenberg?
Yeah,
Who,
it was class.
who was the
Before was
bald
class, right.
fellow? Remember they had a bald
Mario
Carsten
Basler.
Janker.
Oh, Carsten
Janker.
It was
Yeah,
Mario
yeah.
Basler scored the free kick.
And then they had a Brazilian fellow up front. Elbert.
Albert
Elbert.
played for them once.
Was it
yeah.
Elbert?
Albert did play for them, yeah.
Giovanni Elbert.
Ooh,
Was it him?
I don't know if it was a
Is
Giovanni.
it Roberto?
Giovanni
He was
Elbert.
definitely there was a Z Roberto, but that was later.
Yeah.
Wasn't that Leverkusen Z Roberto?
Yeah, he went
He was at
from
Bayern
both.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that Leverkusen team was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Remember Ballack?
Ballack, innit? Yeah,
Ballack scored at Old Trafford. I remember thinking we need to sign him.
yeah.
It looks much better, your lineup, by the way.
We're winning.
Casemiro.
I thought it
I don't
might
know,
have
mate.
with injuries. I
Dalot,
thought it was
Lindelof,
worse.
Ericsson.
I
Yeah,
watched
they're getting,
these against
Lindelof
they're getting
Leverkusen the
walloped,
other
mate.
day. They were shit.
They are getting walloped.
Harry Kane must
Kane's
be...
had a new Barnet.
Yeah, can't wait for this.
What a shit.
Kane,
Barney.
do you think Kane is looking at Hoyland thinking
Your shit.
what might have been?
No, I don't think he... I think he's seen Man United
Do you think he's
start.
seen the light here?
Yeah, he's happy in Munich.
Why has Casemiro got a 16-year-old's haircut?
I don't know. It's a weird haircut.
Could have said that about you last week.
Oh, so upset.
Was it last week?
Mate, I had to,
Casemiro was watching the club and said those exact words.
It was about
Rory,
2
why
weeks
is
ago,
it
wasn't
that
it?
16-year-old there?
I was crying, man. I was crying.
You got a voucher though, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a voucher, but I also...
You're going to use that? 'Cause
also,
I'll have one if you
I also
you're gonna
came
use
out
it.
in like a hot sweat under the robe. I was mate, I was crying. And I had to go to a funeral dressed like that. Terrible, mate. Terrible. Gave me a bloody skin fade. Felt like a right prick. Terrible, man. And he just took a huge chunk out. I was like, oh, mate, I don't know what to do now. I was like, I've got to phone my mum. I don't know what the answer here is.
Because a lot of British people will just have a look at their haircut and go, yeah, that's sound, mate, even if they're not happy.
No, I
You
can't-
obviously did the opposite.
Yeah, no, because I was so shocked because I was bald here. It just like took a fucking lump out. Like it was literally no hair in that entire section. There was nothing.
Oh God, we're in trouble here, aren't we?
Yeah.
You're getting smashed.
It's funny when it suddenly dawns on you, innit? We're gonna batter these. They're gonna batter these.
They're
The spirit of
unbeaten
Man
in
United.
34 games. They've not lost a game in 34 at this stage of the Champions League.
Them stats make me happy though. I like that.
Why?
Because it's due.
You know
It's
when-
due. It's like if you waited 20 minutes for a bus.
You don't
It's
leave.
coming, innit?
You don't leave
Coming.
after 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's coming.
You leave after 3 minutes, not 20.
So how's that related to you getting smashed by Bayern Munich?
The boss is always on time, baby. And tonight,
Gave you my all. Now, baby, be mine. Here we
Is
go.
that a
Is
shanty? Oh, great.
that what that was? Is that what I'm doing?
yeah, Ja Rule. All right, live it, I can live it up.
Yeah. He had some good times, Ja Rule.
Yeah, then 50 just ended
He
it.
did have some good times.
Go on, Rasmus.
He does a good one with Bobby Brown. And I know you're getting bored chilling with him.
No,
you missed my loving, my thugging, thug loving.
We got a super chat. Gotta read it. Rory, where's your cool hat, pal?
It is a cool hat, actually. It is a cool hat.
Where has he got
actually.
that from? That's
And
genius.
as for you, mate,
What?
don't you pipe up now.
Why is that?
No, don't you pipe up.
I liked your hat.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You didn't. It was very nice. Also, I think...
By the way, can I just say,
I'm working on it.
Rory messaged in the group, our group, saying, Buvey, what's your fucking problem? Yeah.
with
And
the
I
tit for
thought,
tat.
oh my God, what has happened? He was talking about his hat.
Yeah, I said, Buvey, what's your problem with my... I said, Buvey, what's your problem with my tit for tat? And I think everyone thought it was a... I was like, no,
yeah,
he walked in and he went like this to me. Like, looked at it and I went, all right? And I'm sitting there in a hat and he went, is this to remain? Like, what's happening here? I was like, I'm just wearing a hat, Buvey. He's like, yeah, but for how long? Like, what's the story here? It's like, what are you doing?
Do you want to be the polka guy that wears a hat? Is that what it is?
No. We're looking a little bit too deep and cynically into a very
Are you doing it so people can't
superficial-
read you? Is that a thing? Like a...
What, like when you sat there in sunglasses, Dirkhead?
See, I thought about
You've
being
seen
the
a picture of him
sunglasses
in a
guy.
hoodie with some sunglasses on. First out, sod off. Yeah, big headphones, sunglasses, hood up. How you getting on, movie? Out. He's in.
Shit.
Go on.
I don't like how giddy
That's
you
a
are.
corner, right?
Nah.
Oh, they're all over you. Leroy Sané.
Their kit looks weird.
He was
Too white, isn't
He's
it?
a great player, isn't he, Sane? He has the ability
He's
to
not
be
a great player. He's a good player.
No,
You
He's
miss
great
him.
at City.
You miss him.
Oh, no, we don't anymore.
when you
Got Doku.
Okay.
rank wingers, he's up there with the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's not many out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, but the one,
So he is a
hang
great
on, hang
player.
on. There's hundreds out there.
There's hundreds of elite level
No,
wingers.
exactly.
Hmm.
There are an awful lot of wingers out there, but he just is clearly one of the best and has been one of the best for what?
He's top 10.
5 years?
Yeah, top 10.
Is he not better than that?
No, he's top 10, definitely.
No, is he not better than top 10?
We've got Vinicius,
Son's better
Salah.
Oh,
whoa.
Son's better than Sane.
No.
As a winger?
no. You don't play for...
As a
you don't
goal
go
scorer,
from
maybe, not as a winger.
You don't go from Man City to Bayern
Son and
Munich
Kane were
be-
scoring 25 goals each in a season. Will Sane do that?
Son
I
was in
love
Germany,
Sane, by the way.
Son was in Germany, by the way. Before
No,
Spurs.
he was. No, I'm saying about his connection with Harry Kane. You know, that it's one of the highest scoring combinations in Premier League history.
Mm.
Son was unplayable at points. I think
Yeah.
Sané's level has dropped since leaving Man City. I'm not just saying that as a City fan. Give me a notable goal he's done at Bayern Munich.
Who?
Sané.
Get 2 tonight.
No,
Mate.
give me a notable moment
The
he's done
only
for
thing
Bayern
you'd
Munich.
say
No, I'm
notable,
asking you as football
if I
fan-
asked
as
you to
football fan.
name a notable Bayern Munich goal in the last couple of years, You wouldn't know one because you don't watch the Bundesliga like that. So it's only going to be based on the Champions League.
You would see it
when
if there were big moments.
No, but when they won the league, presumably Sané contributed.
I see Benzema moments. I see, when he was at Real Madrid, I saw Lewandowski.
Go on, Christian! Go on! Ah!
Yes!
Ooh, that second chance, what happened there? He's
Højlund
missed it.
missed it. And
Pellistri?
Was it Pellistri?
was it not?
that was
Also, it
Christian
came
Eriksen.
back to Eriksen. Yeah, came back to Eriksen, who
Should have
had
buried that.
Would Eriksen's?
It's either
Would
great
Eriksen-
defending or a horrible miss on the back
Horrible
post.
miss.
Was it a
Oh,
foul?
that's a
fouled
great
him.
tackle. That's a great tackle.
Hang on, this has to be a goal though.
That does,
He's got-
possibly, but that's a great tackle on Pellistri.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, his head.
Hit his head then, yeah.
That's a great
Did you
tackle.
see him celebrating when they were 3-0 down to Brighton?
Who? Hannibal?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
celebrating.
no,
that's
bro.
fine,
You know what
it's fine,
Hannibal
it's
was
fine
doing?
to do that.
You know the crowd was very flat, yeah, and you know what he did?
And he
He
was
ran
saying,
to
"Get
the
up."
crowd like, and that was his moment, man. He's a academy player.
If I scored a fifth
consolation,
goal,
yeah.
If Chelsea got battered 10-0 and I scored one to make it 10-1, I would celebrate like that.
Yeah, same. I'd cry like that, Vegas.
Yeah, so would I. So would I.
Where's he
You're
now?
looking up at the box.
Where's Wout Weghorst? Someone
Where is
let me know in the
Weghorst?
comments.
Wout Weghorst is in Turkey?
Yeah,
Besiktas.
yeah. Go.
He scored for Holland the other day against
Did he?
Ireland.
Good for him.
Wales? Ireland?
Did you see Bristol City mugging off Pieface on Twitter?
Yeah, I see
I
that.
saw-
Beautiful.
Was it a mug off?
Yeah,
What were they saying?
they got
I didn't
sma- they
It's
got
Plymouth,
smashed.
innit? Is
4-1.
that a thing?
Yeah, it's a rivalry.
What, Plymouth Bristol is a thing?
Yeah.
West Country rivals.
Yeah,
But you know,
a
if
little
I
bit of a thing.
was, if that was me and like
Yeah, I'd
Man City atted me.
Oh no, it's
fucking
obviously
love
good.
that.
But yeah, it's
I
only
love
banter.
that.
But
Please at me all the time.
it was just funny because he's obviously such a Plymouth fan. They got absolutely
I once got
smashed.
asked to be in a Liverpool documentary about them winning the league, yeah, because of my tweet about Jordan Henderson. And I was like, fuck off.
What was your tweet? Was it a good one or a
He
bad
was
one?
saying he'll never win the league as
Oh,
captain.
right.
No, what they made him captain. It was the day they made him captain. You were like, okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
great.
They're
That,
never
at least
gonna win
that
the league.
guarantees Liverpool not winning the league.
Yeah, and then they obviously won it. But I remember
That's as
some
bad as
big
my
production
Haaland
company
thing, isn't
was
it?
like,
If you did that on a video, that's my Haaland, mate.
yeah,
Moment. That's
like
that,
some
that
production
is my
company
Haaland moment.
contacted me to be in
No,
the
it's
doc,
not.
and I was like,
Do you not
no.
think?
I think when did he get made captain? 2016.
Don't know.
Like,
No,
this
but
is
he won
2,
the
3,
fucking
4
lot,
years.
bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. But when you said that, there's an argument that he might have just been
No,
a bit
Liverpool
part player of
fans
the squad.
agreed.
He
Liverpool
struggled.
fans
with-
agreed.
They nearly tried to sell him to Fulham. So I'm saying what you're
Yeah.
saying is
No,
not
a
a
lot of
bad
Liverpool
shout.
fans also agreed.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but it's a
The
bad shout.
Haaland
in
shout was
hindsight.
terrible because he was doing it in the Champions League. He was scoring like 20 and 20 in the Championship League when he was 18 years old.
But do you not
Salzburg
think?
and
Do you
all.
not think that if Adam said that on a show,
Yeah.
it's as bold a statement?
Oh yeah, it's got
If
like
your Haaland
10,
thing's
yeah,
100,
horrible,
his
isn't
thing
it?
would be a 70.
Is that all it is? You think?
Yeah, for real. And my Mahrez thing would be a 10, 15.
What
max.
was your Mahrez?
The Mahrez penalty miss. 10, 15, 20 on the Richter scale.
Different. Yeah,
The Haaland thing for
you didn't do
you
anything.
set the Richter scale
No, you
with
didn't
that.
do anything wrong. Me and Adam got something wrong. In your example, you didn't do anything wrong.
What? I thought you'd give a foul then, you silly mug. Right, James Carnegie with the super chat says, as fans of very old clubs around for over 100 years, how easy was it for you to learn about your club's pre-Premier League history? And do you have affection for classic players and teams like the Busby Babes, Colin Bow, Ted Rake, etc.?
Yeah.
It's a nice comment, isn't it? Yeah.
How did you pick up a lot of your history and stuff?
I think it's just like it's kind of an inherited knowledge, isn't it?
Mm.
I think just from sort of a love of your club, you'll always pick up the things that went before, because you'll have friends who support the club who are a bit older and therefore kind of educate you about what went before. But I also
Were there
think,
any family members who were key in that, or
yeah, well,
individuals that?
yeah, my stepdad would always I was so aware of Peter Osgood from being a kid. Like there's a picture of me on the pitch with Peter Osgood.
Yeah.
When I was about 8.
Mm.
So I was always aware of that. And then obviously Ron Harris is very much part of that as well. But also I think it's your responsibility. You know, when you do support a club, even if you didn't have the fortune of maybe being sort of culturally integrated into a club the way that I did through family.
Yeah.
I think it's your responsibility, and people will contest me here. But I think if you decide, even today, if you go, right, today I'm a Bayern Munich fan, it's your responsibility to learn the culture, to learn the feeling of the fans, to
You
learn
can't
the
really
sentiment.
feel connected to the club until you do.
Yeah,
though,
it's your
as well.
responsibility to
fully connected.
it's your responsibility to learn about the history of the club, because that's what makes it what it is today as well. Like if you decided you were a Leeds fan and I was talking to a Leeds fan fairly recently, and I mentioned their 75 Champions League European Cup final where it was against Bayern Munich actually, where they were robbed, and the referee, the kids didn't know what I was talking about. I was like, okay, I don't really
young?
Young.
Right.
He was young. He was young. He's young. He's a producer. He's a Leeds fan, but not from Leeds. But a Leeds fan. I mentioned the '75 Cup final against Bayern Munich, and he looked at me like I was insane.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, as much as I respect you, I don't.
I think it's different as well because obviously I'm not from Manchester. I'm from the West Country, and I had to learn about it through my granddad. And hearing about Mike Summerby, Bert Troutman, people like that is it's really special. There's almost something more special about City's success because we were so bad, because the following for City was so strong in the second division, in the third division. So for me, it was always even Sean Wright-Phillips and sort of seeing that when I was a kid, seeing him come up through the academy and playing against Spurs and all that in the 4-3 and that kind of history is really, really special. I think it's different for City as well because I think Chelsea and City are pretty similar. Man United have always been successful, but I think the takeover kind of it galvanizes you in a different way. It's almost a new different club.
The other thing is, when you have debate with either other fans or whatever, it does you a massive favour to know those things. It does you a massive. So even just then, like Manchester United have always been successful. It's also important to remember that Manchester United went 26 years without a trophy. It's important to know that because partly does you a bit of a favour. It does you a bit of a favour.
Without a league.
Yeah, without a league, it does you a bit of a favour when you're having that argument. It makes your life a bit easier. So, and it also helps you understand who the club are today.
Like, my Uncle Chrissy, who's from my mum's side and my dad, took me to games, gave me, like, memorabilia. My first bit of memorabilia was a pendant, which was the 1983 FA Cup final winners, with, like, all the list of the names of the players and all that, Brian Robson, Norman Whiteside, etc.
Yeah.
And so
that's the final that Norman Whiteside won, isn't it?
Yeah. But I was never alive for that game, but that was my first bit of memorabilia, so I learnt about that game.
Yeah.
And also, like, I was quite academically quite good. So in the sense of when I got hooked on something, I'd endeavour to find out more about it and learn more about it. So a lot of it was just from going to games, meeting people at games as well. And then, videos, documentaries. Obviously, being a Man United fan, there's loads of stuff out there which you can just pick up and watch. And I used to get like all the yearbooks, all the magazines, all that kind of shit as well, and just reading all that. Yeah, just constantly. I was a bit of a geek with it. Proper. That's what I was known as in school, like the geek about. Man United.
I really think everyone in our industry, whatever you call our industry, I think the ones that have done relatively successful, if I include myself in that, that's a debate. But I think you have to have a real deep understanding. I think the people that kind of say, "Oh, you're plastics" and all that to any kind of fans, I don't think you can do what we do. The TV aspect, being live on YouTube now, you cannot be. I don't know. You can't blame anyone's a plastic. Anyone, it's impossible.
Yeah,
it's impossible.
Well, do you know what I think it becomes? I don't necessarily agree with you that it's impossible, but I think it becomes. I think you're very transparent very quickly. So, see the Leeds kid that I just referred to.
It's not a YouTuber, by the way.
He's not a YouTuber.
Wondering.
He's not a YouTuber.
For people
no, he's not a YouTuber.
It's Leeds United TV or whatever.
Not a YouTuber. But if he did present himself on something, it would become very hollow very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Because somebody would go, that Harry Kane goal at Highbury that stopped Arsenal winning the league? He'd go, no. And you go, okay, well then it kind of limits how seriously I take you, but also how much value I put in your opinion talking about the club, because I know who Lucas Radebe is. Why don't you? So I think it's, but also it's just fascinating stuff, isn't it?
Football is amazing as well. Like, not just, obviously, I love learning about Manchester United and the history about the club, and I can recall really weird facts, which I'm proper weird. Like someone asked me a question, I just pull out. But if you ask me about what happened last season, I haven't got a fucking clue. But
like, a bit like
it is that way.
But I also love learning about other football things. Like, there's loads of documentaries out there. Like even a lot of the documentaries. Like, what's his name that works for Copper? Eli. Like, I love his stuff that he does, like the Derby Days things. Like, learning about other clubs and why the fans feel a certain way about those clubs is important, because sometimes you go to a ways.
Oh mate, fan culture, I would say is as in. I think the majority of people listening to this now will probably disagree with what I'm about to say, because I think the modern football fan, and certainly people younger than me, they will find their buzz in different things. But for me, the stuff that goes on around the game, the way, like the casual culture. That approach to life, the way that you dress. There's certainly a thing that Chelsea fans would dress a particular way. Manchester United fans certainly did a similar thing, didn't they? That Men in Black culture.
Yeah.
Like there is a thing like that, and I'd always be more interested in an away following. How many away fans are drinking in the Houston Flyer than how many forward passes N'Golo Kante made in 2019.
Talking about Europeans and European aways and things like that. Mindcracker with another super chat. Gotta read it. It says, in spirit of European competition, what's your personal worst away trip in Europe without taking the result of the game into account?
Olympiacos away. Dreadful. It was snowing.
What year is this?
Plane couldn't land. 07. Plane couldn't land because of snow. Snow in Athens.
So how did you get there?
We eventually got there. Got there a day late, and it took us 2 days to get back. We had to get detoured to Switzerland.
But was it the trip rather than the location?
And then it was 0-0.
No, but they said excluding result.
But just to add insult to injury, and then it was 0-0.
I did, that Midgetland game. Europa League, proper Europa. I went there. I love going to places like Denmark and Belgium and stuff like that. But
you lost that, right?
Where we were staying, we lost over there, but we won like 5-1 at home. Where we were staying in that, it was like a prison, proper prison.
What, a hostel? You mean, or like?
No, it was a prison. Like
what is it? A hotel?
It was a hotel.
A hotel.
But like the reception I had on my phone was like, when you have plus 3G, plus 4G, I had plus H.
Plus H.
Just about, and it was low
Phone
bars
signal.
of that. Like it wouldn't even. Yeah, I was struggling to send us text, bro. SMS message gone, and like I was living in a prison. We lost the game. Obviously, I'm not taking that into account, but it was just one of those away trips.
But I think it was. You know how the question there phrased it. I don't want to bring this into account. I think it's impossible not to, because if you'd won that game in the last minute and everything had gone potty, everything before would have been fine. Like I went to Gelsenkirchen as well. Weirdly, we played it was Schalke's ground, I think, and we played Fenerbahce there. The game was played there. I think something to do with like political climate of Turkey at the time, and that was a terrible trip. But because Chelsea won the game, I don't see it as being as I don't
forget the connections and the journeys and the delayed
because you've got
flights
in,
and stuff.
because you've had a good time. I went to Bordeaux once as well. Anelka scored for us, and that was dreadful. But when Anelka scored, everything felt all right, because it was a big goal at the time.
Yeah.
So I think the football will always impact on it, even if you don't want it to.
Another super chat says, if you had to go on the session in a European city with a member of pitch side, who would you choose and where would you go?
Go with all of them, apart from the specky fellow.
Yeah, fuck him.
I'll go with all of them.
Lewis Bolden, you're a mug, mate. Yeah. Stick him in the bin. He's a mug.
And
it's not even called pitch side, it's called Lewis FC, isn't it? What's the name? The Lewis channel.
Yeah.
And we would go. What European city would I fancy? Seville.
Oh, yeah.
Seville.
Little bit. You can't beat a good trip to Spain or.
What are you doing? Going for food and drinks and then going home?
I'm going for
tapas
and a couple of cruise
What about
camper.
clubbing and all that?
Clubbing.
Yeah, but we just need a
Houston.
bar for us. We just need a bar. That's all we need. We don't go clubs now. What are you?
Well,
you still go
on.
clubs.
You two are getting on.
What are you going to do though? Start dancing?
You say you do that all the time instead of video games. Instead of video games, you say that's what you do. So no, I think Berlin, the rave culture there is absolutely beautiful, mate.
The rave culture.
Can you read that?
Jesus Christ.
I can't even read it.
Tommy Castillo says,
I
big
know
up
him.
you
He's from America.
mugs all the way from sunny Hollywood, California. Rory, Spurs to do double over Chelsea this year.
It's weird, isn't it? What's happening, by the way, Tommy? Good to hear from you, mate. I hope you're well. Regardless of how bad Chelsea are, and I think Chelsea are bad, I always think we'll do the double over Tottenham. You're kind of culturally, you inherit confidence when you play Tottenham, that regardless of what's going on, like far worse teams than this Chelsea team have beaten far better teams than this Tottenham team. Always.
Ethan Galvin, who's just simply quoted you, but he loves it. I'm guessing who he supports. He says, Sunderland are bigger than Newcastle. You're a hero, Jennings.
Yeah. I mean, you got to pull your socks up because it's getting closer. But yeah, historically, I mean, look, in terms of that debate, it really did upset a lot of Newcastle fans. But
it's not hard to do that these days.
But basically, mate, look, the way that it works, in 1973, Sunderland won the FA Cup. Ian Porterfield and Bob Stokoe and all that. They won the FA Cup in 73. Newcastle last won a trophy in 55.
Yep.
55.
55 to 73. Sunderland won more times.
But I knew it was 55. It was just when someone says 1955.
Yeah, I know. My mum wasn't born.
Yeah, Margaret Thatcher probably wasn't even born.
My mum wasn't born.
I mean, some of these old people weren't even around.
Mate, but
yeah, rest in peace. I'm joking.
But this is what I'm saying. with Sunderland and Newcastle, Sunderland have won more titles, right? They've won more titles.
Well, more titles in entirety.
More top flight titles.
Okay.
They've won more
Fine,
titles.
Fine.
And in terms of their last pieces of silverware to
Yeah.
show, 73 when Sunderland beat Arsenal in the cup final, Bob Stokoe, Porterfield, and 55 the FA Cup's Newcastle. So
It's a 20-year gap, and then neither have done anything since. So I think you're right.
yeah, why not? Why not? I don't even want it, but
I like the
Free, innit?
Newcastle are the biggest club in Newcastle.
yeah.
And fair play
It's
to them.
Simon Jordan, but yeah.
I'm glad they didn't beat winning.
Simon-
the
Simon-
league.
you got- you Simon
he
Jordan.
copyrighted that combination of words, did he?
Well,
No,
You
he
listen
didn't.
to Simon Jordan, Buvey.
Well, you work with him, don't you?
Why-
No, he doesn't
I
work
didn't
with
say
him.
it to you though. Why
Yeah,
didn't you start on Adam? If you're
but-
gonna be brave,
Someone on this table works for Talksport
He
religiously.
doesn't work with
and
Simon
I
Jordan.
don't.
I would like
Yeah,
to
but
work
you-
Simon Jordan.
No,
I
you
rate
don't.
Simon Jordan highly.
I actually
You
rate
don't have
Very-
to
I
say
think he's
that.
very. No, I don't have to.
You could have opted to stay quiet.
I like.
They're
Jordan.
lying.
I actually don't mind it.
I think
Lying
he's very
to
good
the
on the
old
right.
Do you like
He's-
any
I think his
pundits,
show's
Adam?
Brilliant.
I don't like him.
I think his
Give me a
show is
pundit you
brilliant.
like.
Obnoxious prick.
Give me a pundit you like.
That's all.
I like Danny Higginbottom. It's a good pundit.
You joking? Are you joking? Danny Higginbottom? What, for Gibraltar TV? Are you having a laugh? What, for Man United TV? What channel is he on?
Danny Higginbottom's class.
Really
actually.
hurt my
Danny Higginbottom? I thought, are you having a laugh? Is he having a laugh?
fucking Coca-Cola coming out of my nose, man. That's fucking killing me.
Danny Higginbottom?
Yeah.
Where'd you listen to him, though?
I'm not
Where is
getting
he?
you.
Where is he?
Higginbottom used to be on Match of the Day.
No, he wasn't.
He used to be
he
on
was not on
MTV.
Match of the Day.
He was.
No, he was not.
Was.
I bet
It's
he's
on
had
radio.
one. I bet he's had one fucking appearance.
He's got it on
Whenever
video.
I had fucking
He's got it on video. He replays it.
VHS recording, 2005. Danny Higginbottom.
Oh,
Fucking hell. You just give me
Arsenal
one. Give me
winning
one.
2-0, by the way. Saka and
Wow.
Trossard with the goal. Saka's first
Trossard's the
appearance
boy,
in the
innit?
Champions League and he's
He's
capped
doing,
it with
he's
a
doing
goal.
all right. He's doing all right.
Lovely.
Trossard is the boy.
Congrats to Arsenal for scoring and being in the Champions League.
Hold tight, my Super Six. Real Sociedad are winning. Did
I get that Who they play?
Inter. You put
Inter.
Inter to win.
Aye.
Sevilla are also winning. Salzburg are winning at Benfica. Benfica are down to 10 men. Antonio Silva being sent off.
Oh, mate.
And Arsenal winning 2-0. Jude Bellingham
Higginbottom.
scored the winner today for Real Madrid, late on against Union Berlin. We were discussing, obviously, Jude Bellingham earlier. What an incredible... We didn't do that on camera, did we? It wasn't on camera.
We did a little
No,
bit.
Jude Bellingham was on
Yeah.
camera.
Was he?
We,
Yeah.
we didn't just...
It was only 20 minutes ago.
I can't remember.
It was actually 20 minutes ago.
What, you want to do it all again now for camera?
Yeah, let's do it again.
No,
Should we get Danny Higginbottom on the club? Danny Higginbottom?
Had a great career, played for Manchester United. Might have been the longest name to ever play for Manchester United, which goes down in history books, doesn't it?
Nah.
Stoke City legend.
In terms
He
of
didn't bottom.
the longest name, it's a great game. The most amount of letters. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank's got
No,
the
for
other.
Manchester United, I said.
How'd you bring that into
Higginbottom's
Chelsea?
got
How'd you make it
12.
about Chelsea?
I'm thinking about Chelsea's player with the most amount of letters.
But Van Nistelrooy is two
Who
words.
would be yours?
Oh.
I'm going Hasselbank.
Yeah, Van Nistelrooy.
Boularus feels quite long.
Boularus, Shekakakwa.
Georgia Samaras.
That's
Not
two
that, but-
words, you idiot.
We're doing the full name.
No, we're not.
Danny Higginbottom.
I said Higginbottom. That's what I
Well,
said.
Samaras is up there, isn't it?
The
S-A-M-A-R-A-S.
answer is that Venegor of Hesselink, isn't it?
He's literally there's about
Schmeichel.
Who's the shortest name?
They had G.
Hi. Sonji, hi.
Yeah. We had but he went as part G.
Joe.
Joe.
Joe. Is anyone one letter? Is anyone one letter? A one-letter name?
No. You can't. It's impossible. No one's called you, are they?
Yeah, they are actually.
Who?
Well, we're playing in a poker tournament against Team U. Why you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but one letter.
Yeah, well,
That's two letters.
no, but you said
You,
there's no
just went
such
ag- you
thing.
literally went against the game instantly.
No, but you said there's no such thing.
I
as
didn't
J.
know-
Lloyd Samuel used to have one word.
J.
J.
Oh, put that in your pipe.
J. Lloyd Samuel.
He was part of that Senrab team, wasn't he?
Mm.
That's a great story
Have
as
you
well.
seen that documentary on him, by the way? It's an ITV documentary.
On
Watch
J.
it.
Lloyd Samuel?
Yeah, because he's
Mate,
obviously
every
passed away,
player-
didn't he?
What?
Is he?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he did. And there was
Yeah.
a
He played for
documentary
Bristol
about his
Rovers.
death and stuff, and he was married to two different women in
Yeah.
two different countries and stuff like that.
Every
It's quite crazy, the
Do
documentary.
you know that Senrab team? It was J. Lloyd Samuel, John Terry, Jermaine Defoe. It was like, bearing in mind that was like a 5 or 6-a-side football
Yeah, it's a
team
great team.
at school. It's like there must have been the most. Like, imagine them coming to play against you. You're just gonna get battered.
J. Lloyd Samuel.
Yeah, he was at Bolton, wasn't he, J. Lloyd Samuel?
I can't
Villa.
remember what the documentary was, but it's on ITV. Play, you should check it out.
Got a quiz question for you then, boys. Who
Come
are
on
the
in.
3 players that have got the longest names in Premier League
Jan
history?
Vennegoor of Hesselink.
That's one.
What was that other fella?
Jan
Played for
Vennegoor.
Forest.
Oh, Pierre Van Hooijdonk.
Yes, there we go.
Nope.
Fuck off.
Pavlyuchenko.
No.
Are we just doing surnames?
No, full name.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
No.
Tra-la-la-la-la.
He needed a longer first name. It could have been Van
they're all
Nistelrooy if
three
his
of them are
first name was.
23 letters.
If his first name was.
Oh, give me a clue for one of them because we'll just be guessing.
One's Man United
That we've not already said.
Juan Sebastian Veron.
and one was Cardiff.
Cardiff.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Ollie could have been there if he had a longer first name. His mum done him a disservice with 3 letters at the beginning.
Should have called him Patrick.
Or no, something even longer. What's a long first name?
Venegal. She could have called him Venegal.
Vennegoor. If he called him Vennegoor or
Solskjaer.
Vennegoor gone to Solskjaer, he's win this game easy.
Pierre Van Hooijdonk.
Cardiff City
What was
under-
that fullback that played for
under
you?
Warnock.
Wayne Bridge.
No, Dutch fella.
Cully Boularus.
Caleb Boularus.
No, it's not long enough.
He won number 9, didn't he? That was mental.
That fucking lad up front in it for Cardiff. I think I know it is, but I can't remember his name.
I don't think you do.
No?
I don't think any of you get the Cardiff.
All right.
So the Man United one.
Has
what-
anyone got it
what
in
position?
the comments?
What position?
I've seen one in the comments. I'm going to say.
One person's just got it in the comments.
Morton
the Man
Gamps
United
Pedersen.
one.
No.
Oh, he didn't.
He didn't play for Man
I knew
United
who he
either.
played for. He played for Blackburn.
Played
What the
Blackburn.
hell is wrong with me?
Ericsson.
Bayern now. Bayern now.
Ericsson, you've got to foul
He's
someone there.
so rubbish.
You foul
4v4.
him, innit?
Rubbish.
Like, you don't just let him go. You foul him.
He's soft, isn't he?
Yes, Sergio.
Bayern are shit.
They're not, mate.
They
They're
are.
going to be fine. They're going to win this game.
We're going to batter him.
I thought they'd dominate the game.
They are.
They're not the same side they were a few years
Hang
ago.
on.
Sergio Reguilon come on an emergency loan. and
I'll
he's
give
been
up,
our
Elliot.
best player since he got here. It's
The
disgrace.
Cardiff one was Kevin Theophile
I was
Catherine.
going to say
Oh, yeah.
that.
And the Man United one is Cameron Borthwick Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Cameron Beckham Jackson, we used to call him.
That
He
doesn't
had a
sound...
proper whip on him.
Oh, that's a terrible first
Go
name.
on.
Come on, son. Oh.
Yes, Casa. Listen, Bayern Munich are in trouble here.
They just attacked your goal. Oh.
Ah,
I don't think we've ever done a Champions League stream together, have we?
yes, we have.
Because you're always in the Europa League. We don't cover it.
Oh, we're covering Man United now.
Yeah. Covering United. I've never watched Man United with you in the Champions League.
How has the world become a place where Man City fans are giving it the big one like that?
No, no, no.
No, I'm being
mental,
real. I'm just. It's an
mental.
I don't know.
observation, mate. You don't have to get emotional about
No,
it.
I'm just saying.
Don't
I'm just asking
get
a-
emotional.
I'm just asking my friend the question.
It's an
Arsenal fans
observation.
doing the same thing.
It's an observation.
Mental.
Arsenal fans are doing it to us.
No, but Arsenal
Yeah.
fans are
I think
kinda-
it's a real
no.
privilege to sit here with you on a Champions League night, Adam.
Can't
It's a
believe-
Champions League night.
I was about 26 the first time I ever seen Man City in the Champions League.
Mm.
This motherfucker's running his lips wild.
Yeah.
Because we were always debating, weren't we, on previous streams? Should we do a Europa League thing to accommodate you on Thursday night? But no one would watch that, would they?
I mean,
Thursday nights with Man United, it used to be called.
Oh.
Go.
Come on, get
go
your shot off. Where's Harry?
Do you think he's
You have
nervous,
done
Harry
well, Man
Kane?
United. I must admit, you have done well. Do I think he's nervous?
Yeah, like
Kane?
nervous, like
No,
to show
I
in
don't
front of
think
the.
he's nervous.
Oh,
Yeah!
Leroy!
Oh,
Leroy
Andre
Sané!
that's a
Big goal. You
mistake.
wanted a big goal from
Yeah,
Leroy?
I knew he was fantastic.
Onana done well
Top
there.
5 wingers.
That's a
David De
huge
Gea never
mistake.
saves that. Is that Ilkay
That is
Gundogan in the cup final
shocking
again?
Keeping.
That's shocking.
It's awful keeping.
Oh, Nana.
Mate, he's not a
Oh.
good keeper, man.
Mate, it's starting to unravel for
Like
him.
for that level, he's not a good keeper. I just.
Nah, he is. It's
Did
a
you rate
mistake.
him?
But
Yeah, but he's made a few already this season.
No,
he's
it's
only-
not
he's
exactly-
had
it's not his
three-
first
he's had
mistake.
3 months.
Needs Harry Maguire.
he
to
hasn't
shout
made
him now.
he
Yeah,
hasn't
Harry
made
Kane with the
mistakes
assist.
like this.
That's
That's a
to
big
him.
mistake.
Mate, that's a pass back.
He's got to put his
Harry
hat
Kane,
on that.
Harry Kane with the assist, lovely layoff.
Oh.
Oh, Nana, in this level, mate. Oh God,
It's so bad. You have to.
terrible.
He's gotta be on
It's
it.
so
He's
bad. You
gotta
have to
be
be
behind
like,
it.
who's the replacement here, long term?
Nah.
It's that bad,
It is.
Don't panic, but that's a bad. There's some
mate.
some
Top level managers, mate. You get rid of the keeper after stuff
Nah.
like that. I'm not saying
No,
right
you
now. You do. What
No, you don't.
managers do.
It's his first mistake he's made.
He's not his first mistake.
It's not.
it is,
You
it
can't
is.
sit here and say that.
It's not his
Come on,
first mistake.
Ad, you can't say that.
It was,
People gave him the Arsenal goal as a mistake when it deflected before it hit.
no,
him.
what about the one where was it Forest where he just sat down? Was it Forest?
Should have gave a penalty against Wolves.
Geezer just dummied him and rolled it into
It
the
happens
opposite
to
corner.
loads of keepers, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that happens to loads
The
of keepers. as
standard
well.
of
But
the
that's a
We say they're
mistake.
not very good.
That's a huge mistake.
I think it's probably 5 examples.
My Super Six is still on. I said 1-1 anyway.
My Super 6 is on. I said 4-0.
I said 6-0, so I'm 5 away.
Yeah.
Thank you to Leroy Sané.
And Harry Kane with the assist. Go on, Hazard.
You're just a horrible man to be supporting him.
Kane, loved him.
Yeah, horrible.
Love
I love Harry Kane.
I hated him, now I love him.
I hope Bayern Munich go trophyless with him.
They won't.
They won't, no.
They won't. Harry Kane, eh? With a nice assist.
Dortmund could have like the easiest game at home to seal the
To win the
title
league,
and
you
bottle it.
Well, they did it last year,
That was
didn't they? That
depressing.
draw.
That was so depressing when that happened.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was depressed. I
Not
would say that I was...
depressing in the sense if you do follow the Bundesliga, you're looking at that and you're thinking, what is it, 11 years in a row? The one opportunity Dortmund had to break the spell.
Yeah.
You know, there is something about that is depressing the German
Such
league.
a brilliant way for Bayern to win it, though. Like, can you imagine being a Bayern fan?
If you're a Bayern fan, you love
No,
it.
no, it'd be lovely.
You'd
You'd be
laugh
loving
in
that.
your
But is there a world where you're like, we need competition? A bit like when Rangers were in the 3rd division of Scottish football. Celtic needed
Rangers
to be good. You know,
Yeah. No, the strength of the SPL relies on the old club. Yeah.
Celtic Hamady.
And it feels like, although I may be wrong from memory, but Bayern Munich are usually better in the Champions League when Dortmund are better.
yeah,
You
they're
know, when
both
they're
great.
getting challenged to the end of the season. It's one of the problems for Paris. Like
It's
Yeah.
they don't play competitive games to the end of the season.
and the problem is as well. It feels like, at least, there's only ever one. Like, you know in the Premier League, if you look over, say, the last 2 decades, how many Premier League winners have there been? 5 different clubs have won the Premier League over the, say, maybe 6.
No, it's Leicester, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City.
Manchester United.
Oh,
The
you
last
include
10 years.
2013?
Y-
No, Blackburn.
No,
In the last 10 years.
no. I said
Of all time.
No. If you look over the last 2 decades.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. I misheard
If you look over the last 2 decades.
Decade is 10 years, yeah?
Yeah, but I'm not counting.
5.
Yeah, I'm saying from the year you won it, and then the year after that, I'm starting from.
If you look over, even if you look over the last decade, then, which is just discounting Manchester United at 10 years ago. Actually,
Okay,
we're in
fine.
20, so
One Man
even
United, Leicester,
5 teams.
Chelsea, City, Liverpool, 5 teams.
are so many teams.
Yeah.
Right? It means that there's real competition, real jeopardy. It means that you're not only relying on beating one team, whereas it
In the
basically
same
feels
span
like it's
since Van Persie won it for them lot, it's been the same.
been the same team. Yeah, it's been the same team.
man. Even Italy's seen a bit of change.
But that's why, as much as that's down to Bayern's brilliance and Dortmund not winning last year, like, why are Hamburg not better? Do you know what I mean? Why are St. Pauli not better? Why are
What you see is like capitalism hasn't really hit their football teams, is it? Because you have the fan ownership thing.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that
I bet
kind
their
of
fans
50
are happy.
plus 50
Yeah.
plus 1, which
Yeah.
obviously is massive for them. And I wish
Oi,
they had it
oi,
over
oi,
here.
Oh.
But it means that you don't get loads of
Yeah.
these big businesses coming in and saying, we're
But
going
you
to
know, a
pump
club
money
like
into you.
Hamburg, we're all a bit.
Although
young
you had
for
it in Leipzig.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
they
a
hate
different
that
way.
over there.
In a
They
different
hate
way, though.
it.
Yeah, but you know, like, say Hamburg, like Kevin Keegan was our best player at the time, and he went to Hamburg. Like, he could have gone basically. He would have got into any team. You know, he was doing the business for Liverpool. Liverpool winning the European Cup, won a Ballon d'Or, and he went to Hamburg.
Musiala.
Dream of that now. Would like. Give it. Oh, go on, son.
2.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, that's so easy.
Super 6 in
Who's
the
that,
bag.
Nabry? Fucking hell.
When I win my 250 grand,
Where
I
was
think
he
we'll
at?
split
Stoke,
this.
wasn't it?
Serge Gnabry, Tony
West
Pulis,
Brom.
innit?
West Brom.
Tony Pulis couldn't.
West Brom, and he
but then
came out
Arsene
and he said,
Wenger-
"Oh, he didn't train very well. We didn't quite understand."
But then wasn't
Mate,
it Arsene Wenger as well?
embarrassing.
Like, he was at Arsenal as well, wasn't he?
He was loaned from
He was-
Arsenal.
yeah,
to
but
West Brom.
it's not like Arsene Wenger got a tune out of him.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Like, I think we can all be really snide to Pulis and go, you didn't get anything out of Gnabry.
Yeah.
But then it's not like Arsene
He had a
Wenger.
job to do as well. You know, stay up in the league.
Musiala's run was
Great
great, but
finish.
how no one's
much
picking up
space.
Tracking him,
fucking-
I
So
don't
much
get it.
space, yeah.
No one's picking up what's his face.
Dalot's not good enough there. Weak.
That's the one, though.
Great
it's the
finish.
fact.
Like,
it's
why
the,
is he free on the
that's the
edge
thing.
of the 6-yard box?
Who's not there? Who's Ericsson, man?
I'm telling you, Ericsson's always doing it,
Ericsson's
bro.
always the.
He hasn't
you
got
need
a
Mason
defensive
Mount
bone in his
so
body.
badly. I don't know what Ericsson like. Every time I watch Manchester United play, Ericsson is the problem.
Ericsson has to play
We
in
have no
in
other
a floating
option.
role with
We have
2
no
behind
other
him.
option at the
He
moment.
can't
When
be by
Mount's-
Yeah,
himself.
no, at the moment.
When Mount's back, he'll
Because
change.
McTominay ain't an option. The geezer's
I think McTominay's a better
no,
option.
no.
He's that bad though, mate. Yeah, he's awful.
McTominay
Who,
just
McTominay or Ericsson?
shadows his nearest
McTominay.
opposition player.
I think I'd rather gamble
never
with
asks
Ericsson
for
doing
the
something
ball.
special on the ball than McTominay just not being able to do anything.
But just to
It's a
play devil's
gamble with
advocate,
Ericsson.
I totally concede, of course, that McTominay is nowhere near good enough on the ball, and in comparison to Eriksen, it's not there. But this is away at Bayern Munich. You're not going to have the ball.
Yeah,
Do you not need a McTominay?
Off the ball?
Nah.
I don't think
No.
he's good enough either.
McTominay doesn't. He's not aggressive in defensive transitions or in anything either. He just hides, bro.
Do you not think
That's
that
it.
McTominay is
He
marking...
just wants to hide
Is
and not make a
McTominay not
mistake.
marking Gnabry there?
No. If you watch, when I was watching the game against Brighton, he spent most of his time next to Højlund, bro.
He's got to score. And he has. Got
Beautiful play from Man
someone's got a
United.
gamble on the far post there.
Reguilon's been good.
Regulon whipping it across the face of the box.
The Regulon dog.
You have shown sparks going forward. All
Yeah.
Bad
banter
two
aside.
chances.
Hang on.
Yeah,
hang on.
that is something.
That had to be slow
Is
at
that
that pass.
Palistry?
Yeah.
He's hit the pass too hard. And then you had the other one where Davis took it off Pulisic's
Hit the
toe.
pass too hard to a degree, but also gamble at the far post
You have
faster.
to hit it that hard
Gamble.
to beat the keeper.
Gamble at the far
You
post
got to remember
faster.
that was slowed down then.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't float it.
Palistri ain't getting there. The way the
No.
pace he played.
No,
at.
Yeah,
maybe 6-1.
yeah.
6-1 after dozen the other. Bit better from Manchester United. Bit better from Manchester.
Fucking goal.
Do you know what you need now, mate? Like honestly, you
It's
just
a
need to
group
lose the
stage
game 2-0.
You just need to
No,
chill,
no,
yeah.
you
Like,
just need to
chill.
just need to not capitulate. You go to
Chill.
Bayern Munich and lose 2-0. It's
5
not the end of the
games
world.
ago.
You go there and lose 5-0 though. It's going to have ramifications on your Premier
Because
League.
going away to Galatasaray, that's hard. Copenhagen, it's
Hard
a
for
beautiful
some.
city.
We won 5-0.
Copenhagen
there.
is a beautiful city. I've
Exactly.
been there.
It's called Wonderful,
Funnily enough, I went
Wonderful
there in the Europa
Copenhagen.
Nice place.
But there's a world, your away form's so bad, you might not get any points away from home in the group.
No, we should. We should beat Copenhagen.
Copenhagen,
But the
they
thing is,
won tonight, I
Manchester
think.
United, the players that Manchester United have are just going to be so much better. Like, I appreciate that it's almost irrelevant sometimes. The away form is so bad that it may not matter. But player for player, if you did like
We
a
said that about
combined...
Brighton, didn't we?
It's mad.
No, but
Like, our away form under
Copenhagen-
Oli was the best ever. We like
Copenhagen, a combined 11 is Man United.
I'm just looking at results.
No, the results, I agree. But
No, I know what you mean. United should be getting out of the group easily.
no, I
With
still
the
think
money
they
in the
will, though. Do you
squad.
think they get... I still think they do.
I think they'll struggle.
I think they get
I've
battered
said
here.
it from
but I
day
think-
dot. It's different. If this is Harry Kane up front for United, I think they can grind through games. They can be ugly and grind. But with Højlund, they don't know where the goal's coming from. We don't know yet. Look
Jesus
at that.
Christ, Bruno.
Bruno Fernandes skies it. God.
Sometimes you just got to look after the ball, man.
Yeah. That's the thing is though. You did open the door for them. It's all very well. You know, being Dalot. My God.
Soft. He lets him go as well. Keeps going.
Do you know? Just being a robust defender, it's just worth its weight in gold, isn't there? You know, when you're slightly timid, like Dalot there. If he had the spirit that Gary Neville would defend with, he wins that ball. Do you know what I mean? He wins that ball because he would rather die than not win the ball.
Yeah.
Whereas Dalot there, he kind of wanted it, but he didn't want it as much as the other geezer, and therefore didn't win it.
It's crazy.
Just playing with your heart on
There's
your
a
sleeve.
lack of heart in this United
Playing with your
side.
heart, like it's not even about ability. Obviously, Gary Neville was like full of ability, but it was about desire.
Yeah.
It's about desire.
It gets you over the line. In these European games, it gets you over the line.
Mate, you got to. It's good.
Wow.
You got up well.
Unlucky.
Højlund with a big chance. The header rolls out nearly
The
for a
highlights.
throw-in. But 3 chances. You can get this Bayern Munich side. I don't think they're that special. I really don't.
You can't call that a chance, mate.
It's a different
That was a
one.
chance.
Can you? I mean,
Nah, it's
you're
too-
not expecting
7
him
yards
to
out.
score there.
Well, okay. I'm not expecting. No, it's harsh. I'm just
Yeah.
saying maybe on target, maybe. But look, it's even.
No, if you expect him to
50,
get it on
56.
target, you're expecting him to score from that.
Yeah,
But flick it a little bit better than that. I don't know. Maybe it's too quick to his. react to.
I think that your assessment of Bayern is vastly different to my assessment of Bayern so far. But Lisandro Martinez has just fouled Kane for absolutely no reason.
Nah, that's good.
Yeah, no, that's that. When I'm talking about heart, you're displaying a lack of it. But Martinez get himself booked there for absolutely no reason. Trying
Nah,
to,
you don't get booked for
trying
that.
to leave one in on. If Kane
Yeah,
goes
leave it
down
in a
holding
bit.
his ankle, he does.
Let him know you're there.
There's a time and a place, like
Make me feel
when the
better.
geezer's about to score on the edge of the box.
Clap someone up. It was-
Yeah, see, Booth, you and I are viewing this very differently, mate. You're saying
No, I think what he's saying is this Bayern Munich team hasn't.
and I haven't seen a
quite hit-
vulnerability in them really. Like, I think
Like, they're playing a poor Man United side.
Wait,
at the moment.
in what context are we saying?
I'm saying you know how you're going. I think we can get them. I think you can see a vulnerability.
They've had 3
in Bayern.
chances in 3 minutes. That's one every 10 minutes.
In Manchester United,
In 30 minutes.
they haven't
they've
had
had 3 chances.
What that Højlund
What, a
header,
ball
you
across the
count-
face of
the
goal?
Højlund
Nah,
header.
we've had 2 chances.
The Whelan header can't be a chance.
Okay, not the header. What was the first one?
The one
where to the back post.
The one where
challenge.
Yeah, the two to
That's a good opportunity.
the one to the back post. If the ball had been better,
That was
But
a great
also,
tackle by
I think
Alphonso
Bayern
Davies,
had a
to be
good
fair.
shape at the back to deal with it as well. If the ball had been better, it's not.
I'm just saying, there's moments where United have got a good bit of pace up front. They get into a good position. Reguilon's got pace and they got delivery. They can
Forget
get
United.
there.
This Bayern Munich team ain't as strong as they have been.
No, I don't
The
think.
point you're
Upamecano's
trying to
still
make,
playing.
and it's true.
Upamecano's still playing. I mean, he was shocking against City last in the quarterfinals.
I still think he's a player there, though.
Well,
Upamecano.
definitely a player.
I know he's
He
made
played for
mistakes.
Bayern Munich in the Champions League. He's definitely
come on,
still
man.
a good player.
It's 3-0 to Arsenal against PSV. That's a great kind of return to the Champions League for them.
Well, it's a dream fixture as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's sort of it's so difficult for clubs like PSV now, isn't it? When they're playing English teams, like PSV, historically would be able to compete with everybody. But do you know? I think it was Ruud van Nistelrooy was their manager last season, and he was talking about this. Have you heard? Do you remember? It was Ruud van Nistelrooy that was there, wasn't it?
Yeah, he left.
He was talking about this. And this may have even contributed to him leaving. It just demonstrates sort of the power of the Premier League. And when I say that, I don't mean it in a good way. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that Premier League clubs just spray our money all over Europe. But he was building something quite special. He was doing something very impressive. They were at the, competing for the league and whatever else. And his two centre forwards, the two players that he's built up together, created a partnership with, built a team around. He's got Cody Gakpo and Noni Madueke. And then the winter transfer window opens. And his team's totally
ravaged.
Totally ravaged.
Yeah.
Cody Gakpo, obviously Jurgen Klopp, it's impossible to keep him away. And Chelsea signed basically anyone who's under the age of 22, and therefore we signed Noni Madueke. And you're like, okay, I'm glad that we've got Madueke, and I'm sure Liverpool fans are glad that they've got Cody Gakpo. But if you look at it from a slightly more holistic level, there's something rotten about that. Van Nistelrooy building a team, and then suddenly he's left with no team. Okay, got a lot of money, but got no team.
But is there a world where, this is abstract, but like PSV fans, are they happy that they've got all these young players? They've come from the academy. I feel like a lot of Premier League fans that I chat to, and let's say in Aston Villa, they spend hundreds of millions of pounds. These fans are burdened with expectation now. As a Chelsea fan, 40 years ago, you could maybe watch 6-7 academy players from West London knock the ball around, maybe win the FA Cup.
Mate, 3 years ago.
Yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say.
3 years ago, we won a Champions League
in a
with
historical
7.
sense where, like, it's everyone's from Chelsea, Chelsea area, for example. I wonder, we were talking about Germany. Is a Werder Bremen fan more happy than a West Ham fan? Because the West Ham fans
West Ham's a bad example,
400
but
million
your point is
quid,
correct.
tried it with Pellegrini, nearly got relegated. Is it something a bit more holistic with some of these clubs? Like maybe they're losing Madueke, but they're happier.
I think for identity, no, they won't be happier about losing.
You don't want to lose your best players, but
I do think
in the league they can still dominate.
I think
they weren't going to win the Champions League anyway with Madueke.
Simply spending money doesn't necessarily equal happiness. I mean, Chelsea are an example of that. Like we're a complete fucking embarrassment, and it's all because of our owners. I believe that the owners at Chelsea are the worst thing to have ever happened to the club.
It's getting there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's getting there.
Desperately. And I honestly believe that, like, just if we had a younger support, there would already be demonstrations, like Bowley out protests on the Fulham Road. Like, it's just.
And do you think the young fans don't quite understand the predicament that Chelsea are in?
We just don't have a young.
But the ones that are young, do they just see it as money? We'll wait till we win the Premier League. Eventually, it'll work. And someone, obviously, you're older, you're experienced, and you see the issues of the strategy.
Maybe that. Maybe I think there's also. I mean, we see this in football fans. There's a desire for it to work, and therefore you want to believe that it will work, and you want to believe that the ambition is correct. Whereas I think it's ridiculous to look at any decision made by Chelsea's board as a footballing decision. We've never signed a player for a footballing reason. Maybe one. You sign Nkunku so you don't go down and you keep everybody at bay. But every other signing hasn't been made for footballing reasons. McKola Mudryk wasn't brought in to improve the football team today. Of course he wasn't. There is no way.
So why is he brought in then?
He's brought in because they believe that he will become a brilliant player. They want young assets that will increase in value.
Yeah.
And they believe that they can disrupt the current setup in the Premier League. They believe that they can extract more money out of Premier League teams. If you compare it to the very heavily regulated American sports, I think that they think that there is a gold rush here. And they want to be part of it, and signing an awful lot of young players who all have hugely high potential. You only need
give it back.
God.
Bayern on the attack again.
This is
Sane.
Man United need to just turn this off. They need to turn it. This game needs to end 2-0. Everyone's happy.
They need to bring on Johnny Evans, go 7 at the back for me.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Not that,
It's
but yeah, you're
interesting.
right.
It's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's painful, mate. It really is painful. But it will come to a head and it will not be pretty. I know that. Do you know when you see the average age of our team? It's like 22.
Yeah.
We've got a 40-year-old in there. The average age is actually about 10. Like, imagine how old it would be if you take Silva out of the team.
Yeah.
Mental.
Just mental. Man United on the ball at the moment. I think Bayern Munich are toying with them a little bit. Just allow them to have the ball there and just hit them on the counter when they need to. They look good going forward, Bayern Munich, don't they?
Yeah, just a bit. Just a bit. And that's the thing, when you've got goals in a team like that, like Sane, Gnabry, Kane.
It's beautiful. Is it the best front three in Europe?
That's a great question.
Must be right up there.
It's a great question.
United on the attack. Oh, that's a poor ball.
Mate, you are kidding
He's
me.
passed it to
I
the
don't even
keeper
want
there.
them to score and I'm finding that annoying.
Who's that? Regulon. Oh, God.
Handball, surely.
Okay, best front threes in Europe. Let's talk about this. So, Man City's best front three is what? Or is it still Grealish?
Haaland, Grealish, Bernardo Silva.
Okay. That's a contender. Anyone else in the Premier League? Is there a Liverpool front three that need to be in this conversation?
Salah.
It's not. There's
Gakpo.
no Liverpool front three that's better than City's though.
But in the
So
conversation.
it's not in the conversation. Is
No,
it?
but a front three can be better. It doesn't make them a better team.
No, but
Diaz, Salah,
Certain parts of
Gakpo.
Man City, although Man City are the best total unit.
I think
is that City's
if
best
Mane,
front three?
if it was a
Bernardo's not a
Champions League
winger.
final, yeah, he is. He's starting the Champions League final.
No, he started there. He's
Yeah.
not a winger though, is he?
Okay.
I think he will be playing.
So hang on, Gnabry.
I can't say Doku yet. Do you know what I mean?
No,
It's too early.
Gnabry, Kane, Sane versus
And they could have had Sane, Kane, and Mane.
Kane,
Yeah.
What's Real Madrid? Real Madrid have got.
Vinicius.
Benzema. Well, not Benzema.
No, it's not
sorry.
Benzema.
Hasselu, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah.
No.
Barca's no.
Barca,
None of the
no.
Milan sides.
Mate, genuinely, Arsenal.
Wait, Lewandowski, Barca. with-
Martinelli, Jesus, Saka.
I don't know if that's better than Liverpool.
Nah, bruv.
Martinelli, Jesus, Saka's.
It's not.
Diaz
it's
is
not
better
the
than
best front-
Martinelli.
it's not-
Saka, Salah's better than Saka.
Wait, who's
Jesus
better
is
than
better.
Diaz
Martinelli?
is better than Martinelli.
Diaz
Diaz
is
ain't
better than Martinelli.
Martinelli.
He is for me.
No, he's
He is
not,
for me.
bro. Look, I don't think
rather have him.
Arsenal's front three is the best in Europe, but come on, mate.
I'm just.
Jesus-
I'm not
Jesus is
saying
better
it's the
than
best in
Gakpo.
Europe. Yeah, I'm just putting
Saka
the one.
starts for Arsenal. No, sorry. He doesn't. Mo Salah, sorry.
Salah's over
But
Saka.
Martinelli would start over Diaz.
I think it's very close.
Let's just put let's try and get it down to like 4 front threes that are in the conversation
Half-time.
here. Half time 2-0. You've got to be happy with that.
No.
Could have been so much worse.
It could have been 4.
Arsenal's is in there. Liverpool's is in there. City's is in there. Bayern's is in there. Is there anyone we're missing? Can anyone think of a front three that need to be?
Spurs is. I know it's not in there, but
PSG,
it's a good front three.
Dembele.
Dembele, Mbappe, and
Yeah.
who's their striker now?
Oh.
Neymar's left, so it's Kolo Muani.
Yeah, Moani.
That's
a big one.
Nah, it's
Cost
not
them
there.
90 million quid.
It's City's and then Bayern's, isn't it?
I think it might be Bayern's first.
No.
Nah.
No?
Grealish over Gnabry.
Nah.
All day
Haaland's,
long.
Haaland's a cheat code.
Haaland's better than Kane, in my opinion. And then
I'd take Haaland over
Haaland's-
all of Bayern Munich's front three. The guy's a cheat code.
you play.
He's going to score you 50,
I
60
agree.
goals.
You play 5 midfield, 1 up front instead of the 3.
And who's on the other side for you? Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
But that's not. I think you're cheating.
Why?
I think you're cheating.
But who
you're being
goes
a
in
cheater.
there? Can't do Mahrez
No,
anymore.
you're being a cheater.
What, Doku? What do you want me to do?
I
Doku?
don't
Tell me.
think
Some
this
of
is
the
the point.
OGs are
I'm making.
mentoring
Foden.
Napoli, Osimhen, Kvaratskhelia, and what's his face?
Oh,
Face. Huh? Zielinski.
No, not.
Zelensky. What, the guy in the green coat going around Europe asking for money for tanks and all that? Zelensky. He plays for Napoli.
The guy in the
No
green
wonder
coat.
Ukraine got invaded. His bloke was playing right wing for Napoli. K&L, get your defences sorted out first. K&L playing for Napoli. Zelensky in his green coat.
Has he just won the Masters or something? The Open.
Who?
He's annoyed, isn't it? Oh, I want to go on the Oscars. Why, bruv?
Who does?
Him every year. Oh, put
Who
me on
wants to go to the Oscars?
Shut the fuck up, bruv.
What are you on about? Who's going to the
fella,
Oscars?
Zelensky, bro.
He wants to go to the Oscars.
He always wants to go.
Never heard of that.
He
What, the
loves
Oscars-
attention, bruv.
What, he was at the Oscars?
Yeah, no.
Was he?
Keeps asking to be on it. And the
who does
Grammys.
he ask? I've never heard him ask on social media he
Always
wants to
on.
go on the Oscars. Because
he used to be an actor, innit?
Yeah. I've never... What, you've seen him somewhere say he wants to go to the Oscars?
Yeah, you could search it up later.
Behave.
Anyway, it's half time. How many people can win this Super 6 now? It was 14,400 before. How many people can win this Super 6 now? Because the scores would have changed a few things. Although, I'm sure a lot of people would have predicted Arsenal to win. A lot of people would have predicted Bayern Munich to win. And what's the other game that we're looking at? Sociedad today as well.
25 players left in the round. 25 people have the chance of winning £250,000 now, thanks to Super 6.
That's amazing.
Isn't it just, Buvey?
That's absolutely fantastic.
Are you still in?
If PSV score against Arsenal and there's
I
no
might
other
still be
goals,
in.
I'll get 5 points there.
It's fantastic.
And I'm on for 2 points in the Sociedad game.
Oh, I love
getting-
Super 6.
It's nil point for me from the Manchester United Bayern Munich game at the moment.
Let me check my Super 6 app.
Obviously, everyone join our mini league as well, Club
Oh,
23,
right.
if you haven't already joined. We're over 11,000 people, right, in the mini league.
I'll tell you now.
If you've not already joined, please join on the app. It's Club 23.
No, there aren't over 11,000.
Someone just told me 11,000.
No, there are 10,419.
Oh, I was dreaming of 11,000. I'm dreaming of 11,000.
Hang
That's
on,
my special number.
10,432. Do you reckon we could get that to 10,440 now? Buvey,
8 people.
Buvey, have you got the skills to woo 8 people?
Yeah, I'm just not going to hold.
Woo
I'm
them.
not
Go on.
going to breathe.
Go on, woo.
No,
You've got to convince people because at the moment
No.
you haven't got anyone. Nobody joined for
I
you.
can do 8.
Okay,
Definitely.
Can you do
Guys,
8?
if you're listening to me, wherever you are around the world, I implore you, please join our mini league, Club 23. I'll be the happiest guy alive. Do you want to see me happy? Okay, if you do, join our mini league.
Tell them what to do. They have to get the app.
You have to download the app. It's Super 6 on the App Store. And then you have to create a little account. It's super easy. And then bang, Club 23 on the little mini league section on the app. And you can join with tens of thousands of other people and potentially win £250,000.
Mate, you're terrible.
Basically,
at this.
do you want
You're
free?
terrible
Do
at
you
this,
want the
Buvey.
free chance to
Literally
win
not
loads of
one
money?
Person. One person.
One
Okay, you've got
person,
one.
I'll take that.
433 now. No,
Thanks to
need
you
to
at
get
home.
another.
Whoever that was at home, comment. Thank you so much.
Can you get
made my
another
day.
8? I just don't think.
I'm
Oh, hang on a
struggling.
minute. 37. Oh, it jumped. Okay.
37. Wow.
Mate, you're nearly there. Oh, we've done it. Buvey.
I'm a natural
I can't
salesman.
believe it.
I should be on QVC.
I can't believe it.
Wow. Give me
Wow.
something to sell. Give me something to sell.
Sell your phone.
That t-shirt.
I'm going to sell.
Get a better one.
This is a beautiful drink, lads. You should definitely
Buvey,
try this if you've
41.
not
You've
already
even
had this.
exceeded your own expectations.
Go to buvey.com to buy this drink. 25% off, okay?
Mate, you've done well there. I didn't expect that. That's very impressive. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you very much, everybody, as well. We really do appreciate your support. And thank you to Super 6, who have supported us, and we are over the moon that they have done that. Make sure that you download the Super 6 app. Join our league. It won't cost you a penny, and you could win a fortune. Man United are out the Champions League, right?
No. The plan was get this game out of the way early. 5 games left.
No. The plan wasn't to
Absolutely
lose.
Piss it into the next round, mate.
There's an absolute huge jump here. Boo, I can't believe it. Oh, my God, you lot are non-stop. But I've got to take some credit now because of that thing I did.
Yeah, you're a great
But you
salesman
did
as well.
well,
We should
but-
both go on QVC.
Mate, we could do well on there.
I'd love to go on QVC.
We could do
I'm
well.
not
I
even
reckon I
bantering.
could sell a washing machine to someone who already has a washing machine.
Oh, yeah. Iced Eskimos and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we could do really well on there. I do. But thank you so much. Oh, wow, we're cooking here. We may even get to. Forget it. But thank you. We really
Join
do
our league.
appreciate it.
Club 23 is the code. Download the Super 6 app and get stuck in. It's free to play, but you do have to be over 18. Download the Super 6 app. Thank you to them for sponsoring us.
So what are we hearing? Arsenal 3-0 up, right?
Yeah, game
Arsenal
done over
3-0 up.
there, down
Big
there.
expected win, expected performance, but still it has to be done, doesn't it? You still have to deliver on it.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So it's a-
You have
so
to
it's
turn
good-
up.
good
You have
result
to
for
turn
Arsenal.
up. Yeah.
Where do you think they go this season? Because obviously I'm hearing pundits saying if it's not City this season, it's Arsenal to win the Champions League. Is it as far as getting to the later stages
Wait,
of the Champions
what?
League?
No,
I've seen a
what?
couple of pundits
Oh, no,
talking
no,
about
no,
Arsenal going really well.
If Arsenal
on the
haven't got the
basis,
balls to hold on to a
No.
Premier League gap,
let me
They haven't got the
let
balls
me
to
explain
win
the
the Champions
basis. What I think they were talking about is because they run City close. City won the Champions League last
did
season.
they run City close?
Real Madrid are potentially, they 247
Did they run
days.
City close?
I don't think they did because they couldn't beat City in 3 games last season. Barely laid a glove on City, so I don't agree with that. But people are saying because of those 247 long days at the top of the Premier League, it makes them contenders in Europe.
I think that Arsenal are more likely to win a Premier League title than they are the Champions League. Simply because if it comes down to it, say they get to a quarter-final of the European Cup and they get Bayern Munich and they have to go away to Bayern Munich, I just can't see them getting a result.
No, I don't think they can manage big games.
I don't think that this Arsenal team, have the minerals to go to the Bernabeu and win, go to the Allianz and win. I just don't think they can do it.
But
I think they can get to that point.
City, in Guardiola's early 10 years.
I did say it about City, and I was right for years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But then something changed. The side that you saw against Inter Milan was far different.
I think they're more likely to win the Champions League than the Premier League.
Arsenal.
Simple fact, because it's a cup competition. Anything can happen. You could get a draw where you miss out on Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and you don't.
They'll win the Champions League instead of ahead of the Premier League.
I didn't say that. I said
if they were.
He said they're more likely to win the Premier League than the Champions League.
Yeah.
I think it's the opposite.
I think they're a mile
because the
ahead
Champions
of
League is a
winning.
cup competition and it's more open. Man City could get Real Madrid.
Everyone says that
one
every
of them
year.
has
It's
to
the
go.
same old
Bayern
winners
Munich
every
could get
year.
some.
Everyone says
Also,
that.
No,
you-
but it's still
you
a
have
cup
to go.
competition, and we've seen more surprises over the year. All right, we've seen Leicester win the league.
There's been more surprises in the Premier League than the Champions League.
No,
Yeah, there is.
Porto,
Yes, there
In the last
Liverpool
10 years,
last
it's only
10
been Real
Yes, they
Madrid,
have.
Barcelona,
Yeah.
Man
It's been
City,
In my
Liverpool.
lifetime, there's been more surprise Champions League winners than Premier League winners.
Not in the last 10 years.
What do you want about?
In the last 10 years.
That's because
there
Real
hasn't
Madrid
been.
won most of them. But
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
still,
That's what
as a
I'm
cup
trying to say.
competition,
Hang
you
on,
see
when you
Real Madrid
say
win.
surprise, when you say surprise Champions League winners, apart from the year that Porto won it,
Yeah.
what was a surprise?
There's not been one for 20
was
years.
it?
We saw a Monaco. Well, that was
They didn't
the
win
same,
it.
yeah,
They got
Monaco
to the
Porto
yeah.
final. But you also
Dortmund didn't win it when they got to the final.
Bayer Leverkusen got to a final.
Yeah,
You
but they
see
didn't win
teams
it.
go
They
deep
didn't win it.
in
In
the
terms
game.
They didn't win it, bro.
in terms of
Competition.
thinking of
that
teams-
Liverpool team that won it in 05 were shocking.
That's an example.
It's not-
Fine.
I don't think so. It's
Yes, they
Liverpool.
were.
They were.
The Chelsea
Liverpool
team
in
that
Europe.
won it was shocking.
Liverpool. It's never a shock for Liverpool
Against that
to win a
AC
European
Milan
Cup.
side,
Chelsea
mate,
team that won it
that was
finished
that was
where?
a shock.
It's never a
There's
shock.
more
Steve
shock.
Finnan at right
Champions
back.
League
It's
winners
never
than
a
there are
shock.
They
Premier
were
League.
under-
underdogs.
Liverpool to
They were
win.
underdogs on a sporting
never,
level.
It's never a
Liverpool were
shock for
massive. They had
Liverpool.
Jimmy Traore in that.
It's never a shock. They knocked Chelsea out in the semi-final. Who won the
Chelsea
Premier
should
League?
have won.
In the game
Who won the
against,
Premier League?
yeah, but they're in the Champions League final against a generational AC Milan side that were better in every
This
single
Arsenal
position.
team is better than
The
that
point,
Liverpool team.
the point I'm making is
Isn't-
not
is
to-
it not?
the point I'm making is
course
it's
it
not
is.
a shock for Liverpool to win a European Cup. It's Liverpool in Europe. It's like
But
it's not
a shock
shocking.
for a certain Liverpool. It wasn't a shock for Liverpool to win the European Cup when they had that team that won the league. Of course not. Of course, Liverpool are a historic team, but the team they had shouldn't have won the Champions League.
Okay, so I
There was at least
disagree.
four teams,
I
five
disagree.
teams
I
better
disagree.
than
I disagree. But
Is
okay,
my point. You
so
see
that's-
more shocks in the
So
Champions League.
basically, we've established.
you've not been able to give
we've
a
established
shock in 10 years.
Since 2004, we've established two.
When Inter Milan won it, they weren't the favourites. They had Mourinho. They weren't the favourites.
They won a treble.
They won the treble,
Well,
mate.
but they weren't the favourites to win the
No,
Champions League.
no, that's not the point. Though being
Chelsea,
shocked,
maybe.
being a shock isn't the same as not being the favourite. Doesn't make it a shock.
Arsenal have a better chance of winning the Champions League than Premier League.
I
a
completely
competition.
disagree. They've already managed
Anything can happen.
hang on, but they've already managed to accrue a points tally that could win a league. They've shown
Yeah.
that they can win a league because
They've not
hit
been in
a
the
point-
Champions League for
they've hit
nearly
a
10
point,
years.
They've hit a points tally that can win a league. They just happen to come up against a team that hit a higher points tally. But Arsenal have already demonstrated that they have the ability and the wherewithal to get to a points tally that is winnable. That is a winnable tally to win a Premier League. Europe.
If
they're not
Arsenal
going
went to the
Bayern Munich and
Allianz,
win it.
just like look at it in a sober kind of way.
Yeah.
Arsenal going to Allianz Arena
In the semi-final of European Cup,
They get
they get battered. battered.
I disagree.
They get battered.
This
only got
Arsenal team can get a result against
But I
them.
don't even think it would have
Maybe
to
in the
be
group
that.
stages,
I
yeah.
don't even think it would have to be as hard as going the Allianz.
Napoli away.
I think they get done. I think they get done in the new camp.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they get
I
done in
agree.
the new camp.
I agree. I think there's a
I
lot
think
of
it's-
evidence for that because of how they played against City last season in the FA Cup
last day,
against
get
City.
knocked out, but there's more chance to win that. Trust me.
No,
Because along the way, you could get if
Think-
Arsenal
think
got
it's changed, by the
Napoli.
way.
Whilst on paper Napoli might be strong favourites or slight favourites, I think Arsenal beat them.
Napoli beat
Like,
them
there's a
home and
lot
away.
of teams in the Champions League that Arsenal can beat. It's Man
Yeah,
City,
you're right.
Real Madrid, Bayern Munich.
But it's
where
not
you go,
about that. It's not about
"Ooh,
how many points you
maybe
get in the
not."
group. It's about can you beat
Arsenal
Real
are getting
Madrid?
through this group, top of the
Yeah,
group.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I agree as
Mate,
well.
do you know how many times City came top of the group with 15 points and we
Yeah.
bottled it to Lyon,
Yeah,
bottled it
yeah,
to
yeah.
Chelsea,
Tottenham.
bottled it
Exactly.
to
Tottenham.
Exactly, you lost to Leon. You shouldn't have lost to Leon.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that a shock in itself? Like
but
Arsenal
Leon
can
didn't go
shock
on to win.
people in the Champions
Yeah,
League.
Arsenal could shock randomly a Barcelona in the Champions League, and then they'll lose to Real
It's much more
Madrid.
difficult to win a Premier League over 38 games
It's not whether
than it is to win it over 13.
It's not whether it's
is
more
it
difficult.
13 games?
It's not whether it's more difficult. It's whether their team are more set up and more used to and more ready for a challenge of a Premier League title or a
The only
European
argument
title.
for
I'd
for
argue
Adam is
they'd be
that
a little bit
the side that
fearless
got to the
this year.
semi-final last season, AC and Inter Milan, it was one of the worst semi-finals we've ever seen.
Both
If those
beat Arsenal.
draw sides, I don't know if those two
The good
do.
thing for this Arsenal team is
What? No way. That AC Milan side.
Inter Milan
the good
would
thing
have
for
beat
this
Arsenal
Arsenal team in the Champions League is
in the Champions League.
they've got a team that haven't really been scarred by those past failures in the Champions League. You know, when you look at the players that went to Bayern Munich, got
Mate,
slapped
they're
up however
brand
many
new.
times.
That's
Mate,
true.
apart from
Exactly.
the
That's
Man
true.
City players,
That brings a fearlessness, bro.
no, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
What? You think it's a good thing that none of them have played in the Champions League
No,
before?
but they're not scarred by the past
They're
Arsenal
only,
failures
they're
in the
only,
Champions League.
It doesn't matter whether they're scarred by it. It's very difficult, as we saw from Man City, to land in the Champions League. It took Man City a decade of trying, knocking on the door, learning as a
course.
club. Arsenal were brand new. The only team players that have played in the Champions League before is basically El Neni from a decade ago, Jorginho because he won it
You're
with
going
us.
on like I'm saying
Zinchenko.
they're the favourites to win it. I'm saying they have more chance of winning
I'm
the
saying
Champions
they
League
have
than
no
the Premier
chance of winning the Champions League, and I think they have a decent chance of winning the Premier League.
Definitely.
They have
I
no
think that's
chance
fair.
of winning the European
I think the poll would be like 80%.
They have no chance of winning the European Cup, and they've already
Yeah.
proven to us that they can get a points tally that is capable of winning the Premier League.
Send it to a poll.
Plus, they've never won the European Cup in they've already
They've
won the
already-
league.
yeah, they've won
So
the
if it's
league
in the
loads.
his-
If
If
they've
it's
won
in
the
the
league
DNA,
loads,
if
it's
it's in the DNA of any club that even exists
Mm.
as a thing, they don't even know what it means to win the European
No.
Cup.
Arsenal, they have a terrible
I love that.
European record.
Yeah.
Terrible.
What was the last final they got to? Paris
In 2006. They
Where
won.
were you like that?
They won.
in the Premier League.
Was it?
Yeah, doing the double over you, Benjani and all
must
that.
have just been, must have been your first year back.
No, but they won. They won.
Why are you, mate? What's going on? You're backing Arsenal every stream these
No, because
days. Are you in their pocket or something? What's
This
going on
league,
here?
this
Emirates.
league table,
Fly Emirates with Adam
the
McKola.
Premier League is
Fucking
Man
hell.
City's all day long. No one's stopping Manchester City, bro.
When did they?
This
they,
is a
they
cup
won in
competition.
'95, didn't they?
The odds of City dropping off in the league versus Real Madrid, Bayern Munich,
Man
all
City
these sides arriving and
likely
smashing
won't
in
win
the
the Champions League this year.
Yeah.
It's a
Likely
bigger,
won't.
it's a bigger ask.
They
City,
will 100% win the Premier
You know,
League.
City have had some really bad seasons. We won the Premier League. Like Pellegrini won the Premier League. He was never. He couldn't get into to the final. Couldn't get into the final. Got smashed by Real
You
Madrid.
don't have to win your league to win the Champions League. And if,
I'm not saying you
by
do.
Christmas, January, Arsenal look at their season and
It's
go,
fine for that
we're
to be
probably
your
going to get
opinion,
second
but
or
all of the
third or
facts-
fourth.
Bad sides can win the Premier League. Bad
Adam,
sides can't win the
Adam,
Champions
it
League.
can obviously be your opinion that you think they're more set up for it, but all of the facts disagree with you.
I haven't said they're more set up to win the Champions League.
Yes, you did.
They're more likely to win the Champions League
Yeah,
than the
that's
Premier League.
okay. More set up, more ready, whatever you want to call it. They're
Do you
more
wanna settle it
likely.
with the poll
it's
results,
okay
lads?
to it's okay to say that you're more likely.
My point here, though, is that the Premier League's
facts
so
disagree-
difficult to
you're
win.
just
You do
disagreeing-
realise that,
You're
right?
just disagreeing with the facts, though. It's fine for it to be your opinion. We can't argue with that. But everything that we've learned about Arsenal disagrees with this.
Right, the poll results to settle it. Adam 58%, Rory 42%.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, but it's always going to be that because it's Arsenal fans in a poll. But
That
it's,
is true.
it's
That's
fine.
such a good tackle by Davis, by the way.
That's amazing.
That's a shocking miss from Christian.
He has to go far post, doesn't he?
Yes, to raise
Mate,
it.
he just has to score.
He has to raise it into the
I don't
roof.
care what he does. He just has to score. It was a very
He has that
wet
thing like Matter
effort.
where they don't smash stuff.
Yeah, David Silva.
Mate,
You know where they try and Matter places that. But what I'm trying to say is
Matter
he
scores
never
that.
smashes.
Matter scores
You know, you
Mate.
put your foot through stuff.
Yeah, no,
I
he
scored that.
could do that.
Always
Do you
has
remember
to
the volley he
place it.
scored against you? Do you remember
Yeah.
when a cross came over against Man United?
But it was
and
very
he volleyed
placed.
it into the roof of the net.
Placed.
Mm.
I need a piss. But yeah, you was both wrong anyway. The poll agree with me.
It's not over yet. Still a live poll. Yeah, it's interesting. I think they're not going to win anything, are they? They're not going to win either.
Who, Man United?
What are we on about Arsenal?
No, they
They're not
won't.
gonna win
But that
anything
wasn't
this
really
season.
the debate. The debate was what are they more likely to win?
I think they're lacking fear factors still. I think
they're
they're
more-
a great unit. It's close that Arsene Wenger kind of Nasri Fabregas side. Beautiful in the eye. They need that. Where's that fear factor? Are you afraid of Arsenal?
No.
know,
I mean, I am as a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But Bayern Munich aren't.
And this is what we were saying this on stream about a month ago, and I said Arsenal haven't even learnt how to beat the champions. I'm not saying they could have beaten City last season. We won the treble that season, so what can I say? But there's a level of could they have put a better fist of it trying to beat us in the FA Cup? Just have some evidence, some material. We know how to beat these lot. Liverpool had it in the bag.
The other thing with winning the league, and Arsenal got themselves into this situation last year. Damn, this is a good point. I wish I said it when I was arguing with Adam. To win the Champions League, you are going to have to at some point beat Real Madrid or Bayern Munich or whatever.
Yeah.
To win the Premier League, you can lose to Man United, you can lose to Man City all you like.
50 games in a row.
You could lose
Luton,
to
Forest,
mate,
Sheffield
well,
United,
they did it
Burnley.
last year. They got themselves into a situation last year where they could have gone away to the Emirates. Gone away to the Etihad, got beat,
And still won the league.
still won the league.
Yeah.
All they had to do is make sure they beat West Ham, make sure they beat Southampton,
Yeah,
make sure
Brighton.
they beat Brighton, and they would have won the league.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You don't have the luck. Fuck, that's such a good point. Damn
Yeah.
it.
Bring it up when he comes back, and it never
know.
happened.
Yeah, pretend.
Yeah.
What are you, Mog, saying?
No, just watching the game, mate.
Watching the game.
Just watching the game, mate.
Say it with your chest.
No, mate, just watching the game, man. You know.
Why are you getting
No,
scared?
no changes or anything yet.
Yeah.
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 Do you know what I was just thinking? do you know what I was just thinking?
What's that, mate?
I was just thinking about that debate. Earlier on when we were talking about what Arsenal are more likely to win.
Yeah. They're going to win fuck all.
I agree.
As
In terms of
soon as you left, we said that.
It's impossible, right, to win It's impossible to win the Champions League without at some point beating Real Madrid or Bayern Munich or Barcelona.
Not.
It is.
It's not.
It is. It's impossible.
It's not.
Well, what do you mean?
How
You have to beat a big side at some point.
They
to win
could
the
meet
Champions
each other and knock each other out.
No,
But
you have to
someone's
beat
gonna
a
be
big
left, though, aren't
side.
they?
You have to beat a big side.
At some point, someone's left. At some point, it's
Possibly, but
Yeah.
Arsenal could potentially beat Real Madrid.
the point is though, you can win the Premier League, and they got themselves into a situation last year where they could have won the Premier League. They could have, and they should
You
have won.
to beat Man City to win the league.
No, you don't, and they
You do.
proved
They didn't.
They didn't
last
last
season,
year.
technically.
They didn't last season. Last season, they got themselves into a situation where if they beat West Ham, beat Southampton, beat Brighton, they win the league.
But also, if they beat
They
Man
would
City,
never. They
would have
could
won the
no.
league.
They could have gone to the
Would they
Etihad
not?
and lost and won the league. They could have gone to the Etihad and lost and won the league. You don't have that luxury in the Champions League. I win.
You don't win. You don't
And on that
win.
note, I'm going for a week now, so I don't want to hear your reply. I refuse to listen
What
to your
I'll do
reply.
is, like, when I went out and you two started carry on, we'll just have the debate again.
Yeah, you can practice the argument while he's gone.
We've got another super chat. Vishesh says Arsenal crumbled under pressure. Champions League knockouts, all about pressure. Arteta actually gets outclassed by decent managers, got done by Sporting at home.
Madness. Absolute madness. Man United on the ball, putting a bit of pressure on Bayern Munich. Got to score early in the second half if you want anything out of the game. A ball in from Reguilon. Højlund's been a bit isolated. Wow. Højlund. Oh! Yeah! Oh, Højlund.
Come on, you pesky bastards! Eric Ten Hag's tricky Reds are fucking winning the Champions League. Rasmus Højlund.
Good finish from Højlund. And it was nice build-up play from United as well. Good
Poacher's
build-up
goal,
play.
wasn't it? Scrappy.
Yeah.
Wasn't a sexy finish. Didn't get it clean. Probably took a deflection. Who the fuck cares? Bayern Munich are shitting themselves. And Rory's gone toilet the wrong time. Rashford with the assist. Did it take a keeper should have saved that, shouldn't
It
he?
was a bit soft, yeah, but it's still a good finish. Through
No,
the
it
legs.
was a good finish. Oh, it took a
Through the
deflection.
legs, yeah.
But the keeper
It's
probably could have.
similar to the Brighton goal. that
Should
was
the
disallowed,
keeper's
right?
leg have been a bit more?
I don't know. He's not.
Move-
He's not a top
Oh.
keeper.
Come on!
They've been lacking since Neuer's not been around.
Oh, I forgot to put money on United to win today. Jesus, that's 2 losses in a day. No. That's why I don't bet on Man United.
No.
We're going to win this, though. Watch. It's going to be like
Here we go.
99.
Here we go.
All over again.
That's too slow, man.
I know he's got
That's
to
too
have some
slow.
wing mirrors there. Get your wing mirrors out, man!
Ericsson loses the ball, and it's a
Have they
Bayern
played
attack.
on?
Give the ball. Go on. Oh!
Where are Christian Eriksen's wing mirrors?
That
Seriously,
was
bro.
bad, yeah. Yeah, on the ball, he shouldn't be losing like that.
What the fuck, man? You're not at Spurs now.
Musiala with a deflected effort there.
Keeper was rooted, though.
If it was on target, it probably goes in with an honour. Anything on target these days tends to go in. Let's be real. The way you got into this game, without that Onana mistake, things are looking a lot better for you. So Onana's kind of giving you a bit of a handicap already. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I wouldn't panic. Like, what I like about Onana is his character. He seems to be someone that can handle the pressure. Oh my God, is that handball? Did they just appeal for that?
Yeah, it was a bit. Yeah, but Bruno had one 5 minutes ago. He was
They're
appealing.
looking for a handball here. Upamecano's headed it at Ericsson, I think.
Did you check in?
It's being checked.
Wow,
No, that's not
handball.
That's not a penalty, though, is it? His arms.
It's
like
not what it
this,
should be. It's
like,
not what.
his
That's
arms
not
like
what
that,
football is
that's
for me.
Natural
But
position for your arms.
yeah,
to be
exactly,
in.
But it might be in today's.
It's not a penalty.
Didn't Rashford have one similar against PSG
I was
a few years ago?
It was Delo, but I was literally about to say the same.
Well, the Delo whips it in.
Yeah, and then,
Yeah.
But he went like this. Like his
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
arms are here in a natural position, right?
You're right. You are right. But the modern interpretation is different. It's a shame. Refs are looking to give these away as much as
Have they
possible
given?
now.
Nah, that can't be so
It's
close.
ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
It's
He's giving it, isn't he?
he's going to look, or is he giving it?
Oh,
He's going to give it. That's not a penalty, bro. It's not a penalty.
it's not right, man.
It's another Ericsson error almost, but it's not a penalty. They're going to
Why is
give
he running like that as well?
He's too close, bro. You can't just show him a still. And in slow motion, that's not handball, bro.
Yeah, it's not.
Have some balls, stand by your decision.
He can't. He's gone to the screen. It's over, mate.
Stand by your decision. Pussy.
Oh,
He's giving it.
it's just European. It's
That's
the
a
European
shocking decision
thing now.
now.
It's the European game.
Look at this penalty, Raw. This ain't a penalty.
Definite pen. Definite pen. 100% pen.
That's
Who
not
scored,
a
who
penalty.
scored for you?
Rasmus.
Did he? Good
Yeah,
goal.
good finish. Like the Brighton
Striker's
one
finish.
on his left foot.
Yeah, it was very similar to the Brighton goal. Bit of a deflection.
Kane, yes.
He's going to miss anyway, this shit cunt.
Oh, Ericsson.
That's not a penalty, though.
No, but
is it?
he's hard.
Look how close he is to him.
But Eriksen's had a nightmare today.
The reason, just let's talk
Like
about
his
it.
arms like this.
Let's talk
As
about
in,
it.
Point of contact, his arms like this.
Shh. The trouble is, his hand has undoubtedly stopped the ball going where it's supposed
It's
to
been
go.
headed at his hand.
Yeah. No,
It's not been headed at his head and he's gone like that.
It's not what football should be.
I see your point as well.
That's not a pen.
Do you know what my issue with it is? Like, say you accidentally, say the exact same thing happened, but it clears it off the line. Is that a penalty?
That's like you've had a huge advantage out of a handball then.
Yeah, but
Where was that?
You can
ball
argue he's
going?
had an
have.
advantage, but
Have you?
that might
he's
have gone
headed
to
it at
Nabry.
him.
I don't know where that ball was heading.
It was going to Nabry.
He was going across.
They were
the
going to score it probably.
Kane
Bananas
versus Man
and goal.
United in the Champions League. What a moment! Oh, what?
He don't miss them. does he?
Ruthless.
Prick.
Ruthless.
Go on, Harry.
Look at that. The little Harry Kane finish.
Them man don't love you, bro. They just think you some English twat.
3-1, Adam. I'm close to 6. I'm getting there. We're racking them up.
Mug.
Look at
Did
this,
you hear
man.
him the other day, by the way, talking about 99? And he was going,
Who, Kane?
he goes, it still hurts. What the fuck are you on about?
he say
Still
that?
hurts, bro.
What do you mean?
Bayern losing.
He said Bayern Munich still hurts.
Oh, right. Sorry, I was thinking, what? Wait, what?
It's like, bruv, you weren't there, bro.
I love that. He's just totally.
He's a Bayern.
I'm German now.
Yeah.
I'm now German. What? Yeah, I'm German, and now I'm really upset about that. I
be,
wasn't 6 months ago. I didn't, but now I'm really upset.
How old is he? When was he born?
30, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
Born
just
in
was born
1990.
In 93. He was 6.
He was 6 in
Still hurt.
Chingford.
Yeah, he's
6
still
in
hurt.
Chingford, playing for Tottenham, wearing
Probably
an Arsenal
supporting
shirt.
United.
Wearing an Arsenal shirt, playing for Tottenham. I am so upset about that. Sadness is sitting there in his lederhosen. I am so upset. Yeah, who's your favourite player growing up? Giovanni Elbert. Yeah, best captain of all time, Harry. Who do you
Megs.
reckon? Stefan Effenberg.
Oh. Yeah, they're all over you now. It's game over.
I mean, you literally saw 3 seconds of play where they're all off you. That's game over.
What do you mean?
Like you
You're
based
3-1
out of
down.
nothing.
You're 3-1 down.
3-1 down away from
Yeah,
home.
you get
The
spanked.
thing that I think Manchester United should do,
And
though,
City
I don't
smash
think
you,
it's
by the
a
way.
bad. I don't think it's a bad performance or result for Manchester. I mean, it's a bad result, but
It's a bad result
It's
and
not an
performance.
embarrassing result, and it's not a catastrophic result. Like, there's not gonna. It's not one of those where people have to like.
Ericsson,
Ericsson,
fuck off,
you
man.
Joker!
Are you a clown?
Pass, go on, son.
Yes! Yeah! Oh.
Ericsson may as well not be there, bro.
Ericsson, but mate, why do you keep playing him? He's so not
McTominay's shit.
I
Not
don't
enough- not
think
enough
that
money's been
happens to
spent.
Yes,
McTominay.
it does, bro. Stop saying that. I'm
But-
sick of people
but it
telling
might
me.
not. It's definitely
I'm sick
happening
of people
here.
telling me,
But it might
McTominay's
not.
quite good, you know.
I don't think he's good. I don't think
McTominay
he's
will
good,
run
but I
around
don't
and
think he
tackle.
lets that happen.
McTominay hid behind every Brighton
who's
player.
more
the other
likely to
day,
put a
bro.
tackle in?
No.
Who's more
McTominay's
likely to
shit to them
Fine, but who's
fucking
more
me.
likely? Who wins more tackles, McTominay or Ericsson?
McTominay doesn't try tackles.
Who wins more
McTominay
tackles?
doesn't
I think it's a
try.
myth, bro. He's not the player that you're thinking.
McTominay
I know
doesn't
what you're
show
trying to
for the
say.
ball.
I thought that 6 months
Who wins
ago.
more tackles, McTominay or Ericsson?
You know when our players get on the ball,
Negligible.
guess what they see? They see Scott McTominay hid behind a fucking opposition player. At least Christian Eriksen goes, yo, bruv, give me the ball. Even if he'll lose it 2 seconds later. At least he's there, like, yo, I want to make a mistake.
I think
Scott
they're both
McTominay's
terrible.
gone, oh my Lord, I don't want to make a mistake, so I'm just going to hide behind this
Yeah,
mic
get yourself marked.
and hope that no one sees
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
This is Scott McTominay behind Brighton's fucking
He's
centre
done
back.
well there, but oh no,
Oh,
you
Jesus
did quite well.
Christ.
Momentarily, you did well, and then
That's
you're in.
Scott McTominay on the football pitch. There, crouching past the cameras, trying not to get seen.
Ay, ay, ay.
But
Yeah,
Ericsson's
I mean-
abysmal, but he needs to come out of this team. We've got Amrabat, Maino, Mount.
Mount, yeah.
Like,
See, Mount in a game like this would be worth his weight in gold. Annoyingly, I do think he'd be worth his weight in gold. He'd press so well. He would disrupt Bayern Munich so well. Far more than... Oh, that's a terrible pass. Gnabry. You have to not pronounce the G. It's like a Gnabry. You have to whisper the G. You have to pretend you're going to say the G, but they're not. It's like Gnabry.
Someone in the comments said McTominay is good for Scotland. Yes, when they play fucking Malta. Jesus Christ. They played England the other day. Where was he then? Oh. It's not even... McTominay's not playing today. We're just shit.
Careful, mate. Careful with that. Don't get knocked.
No, it's not going to get knocked. I ain't going to waste beer.
Corner now. You just make... Honestly,
at least Munich's a good
you
away,
need to just make sure that this game ends 3-1. Like,
It's a
can't go
group stage
4-1,
game,
5-1,
yeah.
6-1. That can't happen. And I think there's a danger of that, to be honest.
I haven't seen it so far, but
Well, they just hit the post. That would have been 4.
I'd missed that. I was moaning about McTominay.
Yeah, mate. Since I got back, they hit the post.
Every time there's a fucking turning point in a game, we do something stupid.
It's very similar to what happened there last time, actually. Do you remember when Everett scored? Didn't you concede straight?
No, that was 1-0 though.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah.
you basically got yourself into a good situation, and then it was over before it begun.
At the same time, Danny Welbeck tried to chip Manuel Neuer in the home game.
Just caught it.
Yeah, he just went.
Yeah, he just caught it. Yeah. Told you, mate. I'm a very wise man. Oh no! Oh no!
How is Reguilon our best player, bro?
Yeah, this is a bad situation. You know?
Mad, innit?
It's a bad situation. Yeah.
Someone we didn't need until an emergency happened is our best player.
The Reguilon Don. That's what expressions used to call him. That's why I call him that. Oh no! Oh Jesus! No! What did you do? You lunatic! Oh God, mate! Ah!
Right, they didn't switch the camera then, so people never saw what I did.
Oh no!
I opened the bottle top with my mouth.
Ah!
With my teeth.
So unnecessary.
Not my lips.
So unnecessary. Ah!
Well, it's not unnecessary, is it?
What are you doing, you lummox?
It's not unnecessary, is it? We haven't got a
Crouching
bottle
tiger, hidden dragon. You are not.
We bring millions of views in, yeah. We don't get a bottle opener, a bottle of water, anything.
Mate, I loved it the other day when Buvey put something in the fridge, right? And our producer, the fridge is more of an ornament. So it's not plugged in, it's not on. Buvey didn't realise that, so he chucked his drink in there. Our producer went to... When Buvey eventually realised that it was not on, Buvey's like, I was probably doing something. Joe went, nope, not even on. Warming it up, if anything. Warming it up, if anything.
Who keeps a fridge and don't turn it on? What world are we living in?
Warming it up, if anything, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, Kevin Tuck in the comments says he's got a Super 6 bottle opener. Where's mine?
We should get one. We should get one, like, you know, one of those on the wall, like the pubs.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like that. Yeah.
I saw some I saw some fans on their way to, might have been Leeds fans on their way to an away game. And you know how you get, like, in the pub, you know, you'll have all the optics and you'll have like the measures behind the thing. You have it upside down, the bottle of whiskey or whatever, and you get the drink like that. They had one and they stuck it on a train window like that.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. What's your drink on an away? When you were Rory Jennings in it, or
Then it would have been
Chelsea Rory,
bottles of beer.
proper Chelsea Rory, just bottles of beer.
Yeah, bottles of beer. Not saying anything. Yeah.
He was about to do a stereotype of a Chelsea fan.
Yeah. Now, do you know what I've started? I'm not proud of this, but do you know what has become like a real favourite of mine if I'm going to have a drink? Do you know you can get these pre-made cans of like gin and tonic?
No, Rory,
Really good. They're really nice, mate.
Horrible.
You can get a nice passion fruit mojito out of. It's very nice.
They do them at
Raw.
festivals now. It's like the only thing they sell at festivals.
Pre-made
It's
can.
embarrassing.
You're a festival guy, you innit?
Yeah.
You love it. Like, you're that age. Because
Yeah,
when I was
that age.
younger, your age,
Yeah.
we never had festivals.
Yeah, we did Lovebox.
No, but it was like big ones. Now there's like
Reading.
a festival, like fucking
There's a lot now.
Stratford upon Avon have a festival, and
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
fucking these Dudley has a festival, and
I used to do.
You know what I mean?
I
I
used to
think
do
you're bang on
Lovebox
by
a
the way.
lot.
every
No,
Everybody has a festival these days.
No, but those London festivals were going
they
definitely.
were just big. Reading and Leeds, Glastonbury.
Lovebox in Victoria Park was going from about
I've never done the
Gone now.
festival thing, you know.
Yeah.
London Festival's a terrible. Man.
Oh,
You know what it is for me? I can't.
Wireless was always going.
know, the
Wireless festival.
Wireless is mental.
That was always going.
mental.
That used to be
Can't do it.
Hyde Park. I went there for one of my birthdays.
It's in Gunnersbury now, I think.
Yeah, that was always Hyde Park.
I'd go if I had like VIP treatment. But I can't be
They
doing
got All Points East and all that. They're terrible.
mooching
field,
about in mud and that, and
They can't have the volume
people
too
jumping
loud
all over.
My mate
What?
started that
because of
love box.
council.
Oh, Kane's down. I think someone launched him into the hoarding
Yes,
after he
get
shot.
fucked, you twat.
Who's it? Martinez. He's going to get himself sent off and banned from the next game.
Go on, Argentina.
He's not Champions League quality, is he?
He's going to get. He's
Martinez?
going to get
I
himself.
mean, he's
Look,
literally played in the semi-final.
that's
That's
such.
soft from Kane.
It's
though,
dumb,
man.
mate.
That's
you can't.
soft,
You
man.
can't watch
Why are you
that.
holding your back like
Adam,
that?
you can't watch that
It's
and
amateur.
blame.
A grown man should. If I did that to
No,
them,
it's amateur. It's amateur.
No, mate.
Come on, no, stand up.
You can't honestly.
Let me do that to you.
You can't honestly watch that moment and go that Martinez isn't in the right.
Everybody does that though. You don't need to fall over, bro.
Of course you do. You
You
want
don't
to
need
get
to
booked.
fall over.
wanna get
booked.
No.
It's sportsman.
Soft, bro.
No, it's not. It's gamesmanship.
Mm.
Yeah, it's opposite to sportsmanship.
Yeah.
It's the opposite, isn't it? Yeah.
Soft.
Everybody watched
Napoli
that and went.
loves a mustache. doesn't he?
Everybody looked at that and went, "What an idiot, Martinez."
Nah, man,
and you
they
went,
what
Kane.
a pussy old Kane is.
No, everybody watched
That's
that
what
and
they
went,
went.
"What an idiot."
That's what.
Innit? Martinez, the idiot.
Let's get a poll. Did you say what a pussy or what an idiot?
Yeah, but they all back you for some reason. It's really
Yeah.
weird.
It's weird.
How that other poll backed you is embarrassing. I'm worried that the OGs of the club don't know anything about football. I'm worried.
I mean, 2/3 of the panel don't. So I mean, the OGs.
Well, I'm the third then. I'm the lone third. Thanks, mate. We've built a hollow club.
We
here.
were
We built a
arguing-
hollow
we were
thing.
arguing
Here.
the same
There's no
point.
real football fans.
Hello.
Oh, beautiful football. Absolutely.
Look, Man United haven't touched the ball for about 6 minutes. Kane on the turn. Go on, Kane.
What a
It's
ball.
too easy. It's
Delicious
just too
ball
easy.
from Harry Kane.
Too easy.
Sane.
Oh, no!
He's dropped it, Kleiner!
Why
didn't
didn't
he catch that,
Why didn't he
man?
push it
You
over the bar
shit.
or catch it? What you don't do is parry it out.
Oh,
Where's
Nana.
David De Gea?
Shit.
Mate, is David De Gea still available?
No, yeah, exactly. That's why he shouldn't be at Man United.
Mate.
If David De Gea was as good
Mate.
as people made him out since the last few weeks, he'd have a club.
Onana's not a top 10 keeper in the league.
Yeah, yes, he
He's
is,
not.
bro. Stop being daft.
He's not.
Man. Stop being daft.
He's not as good as
That's actually
Raya.
much more
He's not as
difficult
good
than
as
I thought when I
Pickford.
was
He's not
looking
as
up
good
at
as
him.
Is
Martinez.
seriously, is he better than Ramsdale?
Yeah, just.
Is he?
I think they're both
Hang on.
shit.
Is he better than Ramsdale?
Yeah, he's better than Ramsdale, but they're both
Bruv,
shit.
you used to were hyping Onana last season.
I
by the way.
wasn't.
You
What are you on
both were.
about?
Not me, mate.
What? When did we do Inter Milan streams
Also,
that
not
season?
me, mate.
Wouldn't have been me. I barely saw him
He's
play.
100% not sure about
Definitely
whether he
wouldn't
did
have
or
been me.
not.
I wouldn't recognise him in the street.
There's a video somewhere of Rory going, signing of the season, Andre Onana.
Yeah, once after I watched him in the Champions League final, I wouldn't have been saying it this time last year. How many Inter Milan games
We
did I
never
watch in a
did-
group last year?
We never did Inter Milan streams.
When?
It's true, no.
We've.
I mean,
or
Ronald
maybe
been
we're
going
talking
since
about
January.
other streams we did from yesteryear. Who knows?
Yes, they year.
Yes, the year.
Is that a word?
Are you rolled on?
Is that a
It
word?
Yeah, it
It
is.
is a
Is
word.
that a word?
Yeah, it's
exactly.
a word.
So why are you laughing?
No
then?
one was criticising that.
It's English. It's English language, you dickheads.
And they don't speak English in Bristol, so it's mental.
No, we speak Bristolian, mate. Very proud of that. Need to get some ciders on the club as well. Do you know what I mean?
By the way, the other day on the
Short-sighted.
debate, you got criticised for not drinking your drinks. Thoughts?
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm doing a professional service here, talking about football. So
Bruv,
I'm not,
no one
I'm not
wants-
getting pissed.
Nobody wants you to be professional.
I'm not getting pissed on the club, am I?
Why not?
We're sponsored by the illustrious Super Six. I'm not going to get messed
That's
up,
what
am
the
I?
Super 6 won.
What, they want me to get pissed up every week?
Yes.
Where does it say that in our contract?
Yes.
Or maybe
Super
I'll start
6.
doing it. I mean,
They just
I've got
text
no,
me now, actually, saying,
I've got no reason not to. I love cider.
I
Super
reckon-
6 just
I
messaged
reckon
me
we-
saying-
Anyway, what's the score?
give Buvey a Jaeger.
3-1.
Okay.
What's the scores elsewhere? Let's have a look. Arsenal.
I'd love you to say PSV 3, Arsenal 3. I'd love you to say that. Please say that.
It is Sevilla 1, Lens 1.
Not too fussed about that.
Real
one.
Madrid 1, Real Sociedad 1, Inter 0.
Not too fussed about that.
Braga 0, Napoli 1.
Not too fussed about
Benfica 0, Salzburg
that. Can
2.
you tell me the result I want?
Arsenal,
3.
yes.
PSV 3.
0. Saka, Trossard and Gabriel Jesus with the goals. Saka and Trossard also have an assist. And,
Trossard's a boy, isn't he?
All the goals came in the
That goal
first
that Trossard scored at Goodison Park, that is one of the best goals you'll see this season. To hit it first time and open your body up like that, it's such a good goal.
Does he start for them?
That shot.
No,
If
well,
everyone's
he does
fit,
now.
everyone's
because of
fit.
what- no.
But we had
Martinelli
this
and-
conversation the other day watching the stream, and like you were like, I don't think he's that good.
He is.
But he is that good for what they need.
he's
Martinelli
good,
went off
but I don't
injured,
think he's-
and Trossard come on. If that's
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
substitute
yeah,
for
yeah,
Saka
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
Martinelli or whoever,
Yeah.
that's a very good player to have.
Spot on.
He's a class act. He's a
class
class
act.
act. He's a fantastic player. And if you think that they wanted to sign Mudryk, they didn't, and then they went and signed him.
Oh,
Who's,
I mean, Mudryk wouldn't start for Forest.
But that's an interesting thing you say about Forest there, right? Like, genuinely. Chelsea had... Like, Callum Hudson-Odoi scored for Forest the other day, right?
Yeah, great goal.
Chelsea let Hudson-Odoi go for practically free.
Yeah.
4 million quid, right? If you think Mudryk is better than Hudson-Odoi, if you think that, I think... so if you do, you don't think he's 84 million pounds worth of better, do you?
No.
Like, also, the goal that Hudson-Odoi scored, I've never seen Mudryk
No.
score a goal like that for Chelsea.
No.
So what are you doing to me?
Doing a
Don't
little,
pap me.
doing a little social media
packed.
stuff, innit? You know,
I've been
we
packed.
live in the world.
Mate, this is what Britney
I
Spears
wasn't
was
on
talking
camera.
about, mate.
Yeah, she was
When
actually.
she shaved the hair off and all.
When she sang "Toxic"
in the caravan.
Yeah, she did.
she was singing about Rory Jennings.
No, she...
What's that music video you're reading again? The Rude Sandstorm.
What?
You're in that video.
Chemical Brothers.
MTV Music Video of the Year, thank you very
No,
much.
you're in a Chemical Brothers video, innit?
MTV Music Video
What's
of the
the
Year.
song?
What? The one on the train?
Don't worry about yourself.
I'm not more about
Just
you.
check yourself.
Before
Yeah?
What, the
Don't
one on
you
the train?
pipe up, because I know you two... pipes up. Like when he saw me in a hat.
yeah, yeah.
Really checking me out. Really... What's going on here, then, mate?
Which one are you in then?
You should see when Rory looks at your shorts.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I have
he
to do
wears
that 'cause there's
short
no
shorts.
fucking ventilation in the studio.
What did you...
If there was
mean,
real ventilation, I'd
How
wear
tight
trousers.
them shorts are, I don't think there's ventilation in them either.
Buvey,
Bro.
on a serious level, do you want to see me in a tit for tat again?
Yeah.
You don't
Of course,
sound
I want you
convinced.
to be happy, mate.
No, but do you?
I want
think-
you to
what
be
do you
happy as a
think?
human being.
What's
No,
your opinion?
I want you to be happy as a human being.
No, I am happy.
Okay.
What do
so
you
wear the
think
hat
of
then.
that?
Oh,
What do
wear
you
the hat.
think of the tit for
I
tat?
thought you looked absolutely stupendous in it, mate. Absolutely
Stupendous, I
stupendous.
take. Thank
Alright.
you. Okay, thank you. We were talking about something more interesting than...
Chemical
What's
Brothers.
that music video?
Oh, not that.
Big Dad
Mudryk. We're talking... Like, what's up with you two today? I'm trying
Dad. Bring up- you brought up the Chemical
I'm driving
Brothers.
the conversation along. I'm talking about Forest and Mudryk and
Rory.
Trossard. And you're talking about the
genuinely,
bloody
Rory.
Chemical Brothers.
Before I did this YouTube thing, innit? Like, this is a dream to me, innit? You lived like a different world, bruv. And I'm intrigued by it. I always want to know more about it. I used to watch EastEnders religiously, bro. You were in EastEnders. I used to watch The Bill, Reg Hollison, then, man, religiously,
Yeah.
bro. You were in The Bill. Do you know how incredible that is to a lot of people that watch? You were in Doctor Who. I don't watch Doctor Who. I never have. But my brother loved it, bought all the merch and that. Like, you know what I mean? That's incredible, bro. Do you know how mental that is? And now, yeah, he sits on a fucking YouTube football show with us two bellends.
Who
One
won't
from
talk
Bristol,
about
one from
football?
Speak for
Birmingham.
yourself.
Yeah. No, you're a bellend, bro. Just admit it. That's why we're good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is, people want to know, bro.
I don't think they do.
People do
Particularly
wanna
Champions
know.
League nights. Nobody
They do.
nobody
Man
settled
United
in.
are losing 3-1.
I guarantee
No one
you
wants
that
to hear
the
about
comments
Man
now are going, nobody cares what's Musiala up to. That's what the comments are saying.
Big Daz says you need to embrace that more.
Did he send that comment as a super chat?
No.
Well, it has to be. Otherwise, it's open the gates, don't we? Anyone's just going to comment anything.
It's a good point.
If you want to
Sorry,
chat to us, we
I
have to send
apologise.
some.
That's
we
my
have to
fault.
send
That's
some
my
peas
fault.
our way.
I
Send
apologise.
some money our way.
We're only
please.
going to read it out if it's a super chat.
Mate, that
yeah.
clip that you keep leaning into, that really is.
clip?
Do you know when Adam keeps going, you got to read it out?
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
Where is that from?
It's from a video
With Ty and Claude.
that is incredibly funny.
So Ty and Claude are doing a live stream.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it. It's like Ty and Claude are doing a
Oh,
live
and
stream.
someone's slagging
And they
off
get a super
Ty.
chat saying,
Yeah.
Ty chokes on DT's Willie. And Claude reads it out like that. Yeah. He reads it out. and then Ty gets angry. It's like,
like, "Oh,
and
you
then
read
Claude goes, hold on a minute. Super chat. Gotta read it out. It's so good. It is the greatest thing to ever happen on Arsenal Fan TV.
What was the comment?
What I said?
Yeah,
Ty chokes
Ty
on.
does. Okay, I just need to remember what way around because I want to tell that story
I
again 'cause
watch
it's very
it
funny.
all the time. That's why I know what the comment was.
Right.
It's such. Oh, it's so
Funny,
good.
man. Oh, bad ball, Kane.
Oh, Kane's been running the show, spraying it left to right.
He's the main man.
He's fantastic.
He's the main man.
I really didn't like his build-up play at Spurs. I thought it was a little bit. I just wanted him playing. I didn't like that he was dropping deep when Spurs needed goals in big games.
I think
but in this Bayern side, you can do whatever you
want. You know
want.
what I think it is, bro? Do you know, like with Harry Kane at Spurs, he felt like he had to take responsibility for everything going on. With Bayern Munich, he can look back and see Muller, Kimmich, all these people that are used to being at Spurs, being at Bayern Munich, and they know the club, and he can just go, right, I'll hang.
Do you know anything about the fan culture of Bayern? Are they loving him yet?
I don't know enough about. I'm assuming they.
I don't know either. I wonder if they're like. I wonder. Look in the. In fact, they're showing the fans now. See if there's any banners or English flags or whatever. No, just are they loving Kane? Like presumably they are. He hasn't stopped scoring, but.
I feel like you see the opposite with something like Bayern Munich. When it goes bad, you don't see them playing. Like Mane, you didn't hear anything. I'm hearing a lot of things from Kane because of what he's doing on the pitch.
But Bayern Munich are very good in that. Like, I think Bayern Munich are the club that Manchester United think they are at the moment. Like, we should be that club. Like, have it all run down from top to bottom.
Sacking Nagelsmann and getting Tuchel even when things weren't even going bad.
No, but I mean, in the way they run, the way they have proper football people in football positions. Yeah. The way that, it's run to be a good football team, not just commercially, not just all those things. And it's a historic club, you know what I mean? They rely on their history and all those things. They are the blueprint for how football clubs should be run. But again, we discussed it earlier. We were talking about how come people don't challenge in Germany. It's just Dortmund every now and then. Why aren't all these other teams? Maybe Bayern Munich are held back a little bit in that sense.
I think they are. The way they got smashed by City in the quarterfinals.
No, but come on. What you've got to stop doing is going. Manchester City are the acid test for any team right now. You are the best team in the world. When did I say
it's an acid test?
So Bayern Munich,
it is an acid test because we're relevant because we're the holders of the Champions League.
City isn't.
It is an
like everyone in the Premier League gets battered by City. Do you know what I mean?
No. Bayern Munich losing to Man City in the knockout stages, the way we beat them at the Allianz, is an acid test. If it was
my point
Arsenal,
is everyone in the Premier League gets beat by City.
You know when you keep using it as a proper. You know when you beat them though. Like I know the scoreline certainly reflects it, and I remember that Bernardo Silva header and whatever. But who played up front for them last year?
Yeah, it's Choupo-Moting and all that.
He missed it like. At 0-0, Sane
missed a big chance.
It could have. I know the scoreline is all important, and Manchester United were obviously dominating. Manchester City were obviously totally dominating.
Yeah,
but it felt to me like the thing that they needed was a ruthless goal scorer who has a clear track record of scoring goals,
and they've gone and
got that. Yeah,
and they've sacked a guy they didn't back as well, and they brought in Tuchel, who's a Champions League winner. So they definitely saw the gap between the leagues. There's a massive gap between the leagues.
Yeah, but I wonder if the gap is as big as you're intimating now, considering that Kane is there.
It depends. Look, if Bayern Munich get City in the Champions League final in a one-off game, they could beat us. But if they meet us in the quarterfinals again, semi-finals, across two legs,
you beat them home and away.
A million percent.
It's not a million percent. It's not a million.
I've got a question for you. We have to read out every super chat, right? Is that the law?
If it's a decent paying one.
All right, sweet. Get that on. Buvey pal, I saw you picking your nose on the circle line.
Well, I don't get on the circle line.
I've seen you on the circle
line.
You were saying
what are you on about? You didn't even know
the fucking circle line is. There is no underground in Birmingham.
You love the no. You do get a
horse and carriage.
I'm from Bristol. I live in London now.
It's a horse and carriage.
Birmingham. Yeah. First of all, you were telling me
horse and carriage line in Birmingham.
You love that line, right? You love that line.
I don't get on the circle. Where do I live? Where do I live?
On the circle line.
I don't want to say.
You know where I live. You know where I live.
I know where you live.
Is there a circle line where I live?
There is not a circle line.
Thank you very much. Is the studio?
Do you know where I live? Don't say it.
Where we work, is there a circle line?
No.
No, exactly.
But those are the only places you go.
But what, you only go work to home?
Yeah.
Home to work.
The club's my life, lads. The OG's at home's my life.
No, you have been...
I literally, on my life, even the Met line or even...
Met line's a bad boy line.
The Elizabeth line.
Met line is the king line.
They're big
Met and Jubilee.
Jubilee line.
Met and Jubilee.
That's got Wi-Fi now.
Met and Jubilee.
All the way through it's got signal. Jubilee.
Every station does.
Not every station.
Every station, Vodafone.
No, I'm saying in between stations now on the Jubilee line, as you're underground moving, you get signal on Jubilee line.
Wait till I tell you about the number 11 boss
only on a very particular point.
The fact you read that out was embarrassing because you didn't know anything about me, Adam. I never get on the circle line.
It doesn't work.
It goes round in a fucking to Ealing Broadway and all that.
No, it doesn't go to Ealing. It does. No, it doesn't. The circle line does not go to Ealing.
Well, it goes to some random. It goes to Temple or something.
The circle is zone 1.
He's pretending he don't know where it goes.
It's the circle of zone 1.
Ealing Broadway, doesn't it?
No.
What's the yellow one on Ealing Broadway?
Ealing zone 3.
You're always on it.
The furthest west it goes is Notting Hill Gate.
Notting Hill Gate, but when would I go there? Notting Hill Carnival. I mean,
you got to like the tube knowledge.
Big Daz.
My tube knowledge is elite.
Big Daz has
Test
got
me
a
on the
super
tube.
chat.
Well, ask me any tube question. I dare you. Anybody.
All right. Sorry, Big
One
Daz.
tube question. One. Any. Go. I dare you. Literally one tube question.
If you go from Tottenham Court Road,
I'll tell you the way. Say the next station. Say the next
6
station.
stops either way. What station are you at?
Oh, wait. Okay, yeah.
On the
hang
Northern
on.
Line.
That's hard.
the black one, right? Is it,
Black line is the Black Line is the Northern Line.
On the Northern Line, Tottenham Court Road, 6 stops either way. What station? Boom, go.
Hang on. I've obviously got. Also, the Northern Line isn't my.
This is like Cilla Black's Moment of
great.
Truth.
This is great.
Remember that? That was a great show.
Hang on. It's not my good line, but I can tell you.
Right, while you're thinking,
You go Tottenham Road.
Buvey,
Ask
Big
me
Daz,
another one. Not Northern Line.
No, I've asked you that.
One's Kennington.
Big Dad says Rory should embrace all the cool shit that he's done. And he also says, I hope Buvey's happy now because it's a super chat.
Thank you very much, Big Daz.
Was he the one that said about the circle line?
Got to read it.
Oh yeah.
Embarrassing.
No, he didn't say about it.
I literally, the circle line is the deadest line going. It's the deadest line
No,
going.
it's quite a good line.
Well, I'm sure the trains are beautiful.
Think about how good it is, though. Literally, just a loop around the epicenter.
Is it called circle line? 'Cause it's a circle.
Literally a circle.
That's a circle line.
Class.
Yeah.
I love it. I think the
So
circle
you
line's
can
the
get
best.
on at one stop, sit there for about an hour and a half, and get off at the same stop that you got on at.
Yeah.
And you can have done a full loop of north, south, east, west.
You know when you moved to London, Buvey, did you feel like Stuart Little on that? Like when Stuart Little walks and looks.
No,
at
I
He
you?
did-
walks in and looks
feel
up,
that.
looks up at Hugh Laurie.
I did.
Did you ever see Hugh Laurie looking down at you?
Oh, what a save from Onana.
He did, but that was another story.
That night in the Groucho Club.
What a save,
Onana
Andre!
pulls off a save. It's 70 minutes. He's finally pulled off
Is
a
that that
save.
Stoke fella?
Yeah, Choupo-Moting.
Jesus Christ.
Got the best agent in
That's
World
how you
football.
know Germany's dud, innit?
He'd start for you.
Nah.
He would start for you.
Nah, he's not better than Rasmus Højlund.
Years.
You know, if Anthony
He's won a
Martial went
Champions
to
League.
Bayern Munich,
He's
he'd
won a
look like
Champions League,
Pele,
bro.
bro.
Choupo-Moting's won a Premier League.
Telling you
Champions
that
League.
now. If Rashford went there, he'd look like Maradona.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't start
would.
for.
He scored
Rashford
50
wouldn't
goals
start
a
for
season
Bayern.
over there.
Rashford wouldn't start
Yes,
for
he
Bayern.
would,
What,
you
even
silly
Nabry?
fool.
Do you know where I think you are?
Nabry.
I think you're in Chalk Farm.
Chalk Farm. I don't know the answer.
Can someone give us the
I think
answers?
it's Chalk
And my
Farm.
guess is Kennington South.
I think it's Chalk
No,
Farm.
there's two.
Chalk Farm
Yeah,
going the
I
other way.
said South Kennington.
But that's not a real tube question. Asking someone to memorise the tube isn't
Like
the
literally,
tube.
that is my
Isn't the tube.
experience of the truth.
But I could do that
What
at
is it?
Jubilee line.
Okay, if it's not that, what else
No,
is it then?
It could no. It
What,
could.
the speed of the train?
You could
How-
go.
Oh, yeah, you could go, I'm
like
here.
this. You could go. I'm standing at Bethnal Green Station.
Oh, fine,
And I
okay.
need to get to Finchley Road
Rory's right.
Station. How do I get there?
Oh, fine.
I'm right. Bosh!
What's the one south?
Yes.
I mean, 99% of our audience didn't give a shit.
I reckon I could do the whole Jubilee line from Stanmore to Stratford.
You see that guy that ran the train line?
Eleanor says, as an American, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
That's because if you're on a train, you'll probably get shot. Sorry.
Wow. Keep it on, Adam. Don't cut to me. Yeah. Jesus.
Just jokes, innit? We're allowed to have jokes.
Yeah, the New York subway is crazy.
If I
bro.
don't make jokes right now, I'm going to cry. You
But they
do know
got
that, right?
aircon and they got Wi-Fi at every station.
I never did it, you know.
No, the tube in New York is dreadful.
Yeah, I never
Yeah,
did
but
it.
it's late and it's got
Dreadful.
loads of issues, but it's got Wi-Fi.
You won't find a better tube system than London in the world.
Berlin's got a better one.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Doesn't.
It does.
Mate, it's all built. It's all based upon the London tube, isn't it? They've all copied the London
It doesn't
tube.
make a difference.
Of course it does.
If it's better,
it's
it's
nowhere
better.
near better. It's nowhere near
Well,
better.
it-
It's
well, it
the
is.
Berlin one. You've been on holiday there once. You think you're.
I've been there more.
No.
than
You've been on
once.
holiday twice.
I've been there.
You've been on holiday twice. You think you're the king.
More than twice.
You've been on holiday 3 times. You think you're the king.
Just keep it here.
Yeah, you need to keep it at 3-1.
3-1's not.
3-1 is still respectable. 4
And you know
not-
what,
it's
as
not
well, Man United fans, if you're looking
Martial.
at
a
a little
3-1
bit of
defeat is just
of
about
comfort.
respectable.
It is-
4-1 becomes a bit
It is-
laughable. 5-1
I'm
becomes
trying
a
to
crisis.
cheer up Man United fans here.
I thought
You're looking for a crumb of comfort. Galatasaray and Copenhagen drew 2-2.
Galatasaray, get out the way.
Get out the way.
Yeah.
Get out the way. Someone get it. Got.
Yeah, but 3-1. I mean, this is
Jack,
Man
gotta read
United,
it.
lads. For God's sake.
Oh my God.
gosh.
Mate, it was
Good day
written-
from
written in a
Adelaide,
paragraph.
Australia. If
All right, mate.
Sir Alex
Been to
Ferguson.
Adelaide, Australia.
was still manager at Man United, how quick would Kane have become a Man United player? Second, third season of him being professional. I agree. I think there's a few players that Fergie would have snapped up immediately. Harry Kane's one of them. I think after his second season scoring regular goals, Jack Grealish is another one. I think he would have been a Man United player very, very quickly.
I agree.
They seem like Fergie players. you know
Yeah,
what I mean,
I think there's a lot actually. I think there's a lot of players that would have.
Declan Rice maybe
Declan Rice would certainly fill.
because he would have went to Moisey. come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I think.
Pass that over here.
Do you know what else as well? I think Ivan Toney, for example.
Yeah.
I feel like Ivan Toney.
I'd love him at United now. I feel like he's going to go to Chelsea.
I think Arsenal.
Do you?
I've got bad feelings.
There's been a lot of talk about Chelsea. How would you feel about Ivan Toney?
I'd love it. I'd love it. I'd love him to sign for Chelsea. I think he's a brilliant player. And in terms of like debating footballers that can score goals in the Premier League, there's no debate. Like obviously there's an element of jeopardy whenever you sign any player because it may not work out. But generally speaking, if you sign a player who is Premier League proven, and Arteta is a disciple of this. Arteta has basically only signed players that have Premier League proven. Jorginho, Trossard, whatever. Signs players that are proven in the Premier League. Victor Osimhen is probably going to score more goals in the Premier League than Ivan Toney. Probably. And I probably think he would. But it's not guaranteed. With Toney, you get that guaranteed Premier League Premier League proven footballer. And I think he sort of... if he came to Chelsea, it's 20 goals a season, isn't it? Not Premier League goals. 20 goals a season, I think you get.
Overlooking the goals, which he'd bring. And I think he could lead the line at Chelsea. But, a lot of people are looking like, you need a leader up top. You need someone...
He's that.
Is he the guy?
Yeah, he's that. Firstly, he's a match winner at the biggest occasion. He goes away to Man City, he scores a hat-trick, wins them the game. He is proven at the top level. I also think he has that element of arrogance that I think you need in the in that position. And he's waiting for a bigger club than Brentford to snap him up. And I think Thomas Frank was actually on Monday Night Football and admitted that he's going to leave. Did you see Thomas Frank talking?
Yeah.
Kind of admitted. He said something that I thought was mildly disparaging. Totally accurate. I agree with every word he said, Frank. But he basically said, when a big team comes in for Toney, he'll leave. You don't really hear managers talk like that, do you, about the team that they're at? No. You'd expect Thomas Frank to kind of maybe position it and lie that Brentford are a big team or whatever. But he didn't. He was very honest and refreshingly honest, and he admitted that.
I thought it was a great interview. And the way he talks about Ivan Toney, saying that there's not many in European football that would score 20, 25 for the top side. I think he's right.
Do think we kind of... Like I used to think it when Darren Bent used to score goals. Like, I used to think, that fella was Italian or Spanish. People go, yo, get him into my club right now. And I think we kind of take for granted the ability to score goals on a regular basis. But I also think as well, like you were saying, he leads that line at Brentford so well. His physical ability in terms of bringing the ball into his chest, holding defenders off, linking up play. When you think of like the wingers that you have, Raheem Sterling, Mudryk, all these guys, I think he would bring so much more out of them. But you just think of
Mudryk. Link to Chelsea, what I'm trying to say theoretically on the
you just think of the pace from
ruined.
Mudryk and the pace from Sterling. Imagine him picking up the ball and then having those runners. Yeah. The defence immediately drops. He turns, he's in space.
He needs the right project.
Ivan Toney could be excellent for them. I think it'd be amazing for Manchester United. Obviously, we've just invested in Rasmus.
Do you not just feel like it's such an Arsenal signing?
What is it?
I hope I'm wrong.
Didn't he do an interview saying he was an Arsenal/Liverpool fan?
But also,
he said he admired. No, did he say he was an Arsenal fan, but he admired
Liverpool could do with him. I still
think
they've got an issue down the middle for Liverpool. I still think they need a goal scorer down the middle.
Do you not just think that it's Arsenal though? Like, when you think about where Arsenal are lacking, what they need, is he not just the upgrade?
But don't
on
you
Eddie
then
Nketiah?
go? Does Gabriel Jesus and look? It may be the case that McKola Arteta is brave enough to go, Gabriel Jesus ain't my guy.
No, I don't think he'd do that. I just think that Arteta was speaking recently, wasn't he? And this is part of the reason he signed David Raya. Arteta said, I need 2 players per position.
Could you argue they've got that in Nketiah and Jesus?
I would argue that, but I think most people would disagree with me. I seem to rate Eddie Nketiah higher than anyone else I've ever met. I think Eddie Nketiah is fine, but nobody seems to agree with me.
No, me and you agree on that.
Yeah, me and you maybe, but nobody... Arsenal fans I've met don't seem to agree. So I was working, do you know Turkish?
Yeah.
I was working with Turkish recently, who knows Arsenal inside out, and it was a weird role reversal because I was saying Eddie Nketiah was fine, and although Turkish was saying that he kind of understood where I was coming from and perhaps even agreed with me on certain points, he basically said, "I'm wrong." Like he isn't.
But then
he
Arsenal
isn't the
fans
guy.
Probably look at it from a perspective of, we've got Balogun scoring. Did he score 30 goals?
Yes.
Last season in France. Like they probably look at that and go, "Oh, is Balogun the new sexy toy that we want at Arsenal?" Like how fans do when you've got loads of young players competing for spots. You kind of take for granted.
But they're competing with City. Alvarez and Haaland are both doing it well. They can both play together. They're playing a lot together. So Nketiah and Jesus is not a combination that are going to win you the Premier League. But Toney and Jesus looks a lot more interesting.
But also Toney is just the option.
I think Nketiah is a better goal scorer.
It's like a completely different. Like, so with Jesus, it's a different approach. With Toney, it would be a bit more direct. It would be a different option. It would give Arteta a different way of playing, and it would also potentially inspire Jesus, because I think Jesus knows when Nketiah is the challenge to the position.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel Jesus knows that he is a better player. He knows Gabriel Jesus doesn't really have his place under any threat.
I feel
and
like
therefore he
Nketiah's a
isn't
better goal
necessarily.
scorer, though.
Nketiah, maybe, but Nketiah overall is not a better player than Gabriel Jesus. Nobody would think he was. Whereas I think some people will go, Tony's a better option than Jesus. It's not necessarily what I would think, but I think some people would honestly think Jesus' place is under threat. And that would only make Jesus, or only should make Jesus, a better player.
I'd rather have Tony than Jesus. Right,
I think you're slightly spiteful because of the City link.
No, not even. I love Gabriel Jesus. I'm talking about as a pure striker, ruthless, that can grow. Jesus his ceiling's been reached in terms of his goals. He's always a 1 in 2, 1 in 3 kind of player. Tony is wow. He could be a 30 goal in the Premier League kind of striker. We've not seen him yet. We've seen Jesus in the best side in Europe for the last 4 or 5 years.
I think if Tony went to Arsenal, he'd be their best striker.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think if he went to Chelsea, he'd be a best striker. I think there's obviously Rasmus.
We can't say Chelsea. I mean, Jackson,
a bit unproven at the moment, but I think he'd lead the line for Man United.
He'd be our best player, mate. He's a Brentford player, and he'd come to Chelsea, be the best player in the team.
You know what I think it is with Chelsea at the minute? We look at Chelsea and we go, they're not set.
Well played.
What the
well played,
Martial, mate.
Well played.
Telling you, Martial's the guy.
He's not. I don't know what the question is, but that was incredible. That was incredibly well played. That was beautiful.
Fair.
Oh, twat it! Oh, yeah! Fucking come on! That was a goal, you know. Tony Marshall came from France. English press said he had no chance.
And they were right.
No, they weren't.
They were completely right.
50 million down the drain.
Yeah, they were right. They were right about that as well.
Casemiro scores again.
Who's that?
Come on, son. He's in the old men. I like that. He was celebrating in the old men.
Was he?
Yeah.
It's very,
Oh, no.
very well. Well, it's fine.
That's
I don't know where it's come from.
Very improvised from Casemiro. Look, makes a pig's ear of it, and then just.
If you take away
Banged it
Andre
in.
Onana,
Great finish.
gave them a goal, it's 2-2. Do I get 2 points for that on Super 6?
Oh, it's a good goal, Casemiro.
Keeper, should he do better?
Gosh, do you know what though, Adam? Do you know what you just said there, kind of as a joke, obviously? But there's a bit of truth in it. You know, if Onana doesn't give a goal away, if Onana doesn't,
We arguably don't concede a second as well.
Yeah, you might have won the game.
3-0. You saying we won 3-0, Booth?
No, not saying 3, but you might have.
Do you know?
Boothie said Man United deserved to win 3-0. Jeez,
Mate, Man United score again.
You're getting this built on your head.
Yeah, it would be justified, actually. That would be justified. They've taken Kane off as well, man.
What did I say about Bayern Munich?
What?
They're not as good as everyone's raving about.
I mean,
if Kane gets injured in March next year, they're fucked.
Yeah, but you can say that about virtually anyone.
You can. I think City could go without Haaland.
Yeah, City are
He's like
a
a
different
glitch, bro,
City
And Real Madrid.
City
they could lose Bellingham.
No.
They've got Valverde there. They've got Camavinga,
you know where I would have
Modric.
agreed with that about 5 weeks ago before Bellingham was
They
scoring
can
all their
lose
goals.
Bellingham and still
He
potentially
scores
win the
all their
Champions League.
goals, bro.
Yeah, I know, but they'll get it from Vinicius.
Come on, lads. Add on 8 minutes. Come on.
Don't add it. I've got to go home. I've got real
Go on,
problems.
Tony! Ow! Ref!
The free kick.
Mate, if they score, I'm not sitting here if they score. I can't deal with this.
All my
No
days,
way.
I've seen the future.
Imagine they whip this in back post.
We're winning 4-3, boys.
The low.
Can I cash out on my bet?
What's happened to United? They look decent.
You know, since we brought on Garnacho, Martial, Tomine.
Oh,
Why do you hate us, man? What's wrong with you?
I don't want you to win this game.
You're a monk.
They're not going to win the game.
I don't want a win. It
Sometimes-
would feel like a win if they get a point now.
Sometimes I want Chelsea to win just for you, but that's changed now.
No, but I can't have you beating Bayern Munich.
We're not gonna
that would
beat
change
them.
it.
That's
No,
definitely not
but
happening.
the reason I don't want you to win this game is because it's Bayern. I don't really want you to win any games.
Go on,
That's a foul,
Sergio!
ref. Go, 4-2.
Sergio. Fuck off, Chupo. Yes,
Idiot.
Go on, Victor, shoot.
Idiot.
Mate, they're so
No wonder
bad.
you're at
They're on the
Stoke.
ropes. 4 minutes, ref!
4, that's generous.
That's a joke.
No.
Get in the corners. Corner flag it. That's
Here we
it.
go.
Don't attack, mate. Just
Come
calm.
on.
Tranquilo, my friend.
Oh.
Yes! Oh!
Fuck off. Come on. Come on.
You blocked it, you pillar.
Get that ball back.
Mate, just take it in the corner.
Come on. Come on.
I'm taking a corner flag.
You can guarantee me there's a goal now. Either way,
Ball.
take it.
Go on, son.
Game over.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Aus
Bastard, what?
Wiedersehen. Okay.
Right, that'll do.
As soon
On
as
that
I
note,
said
I think
that-
I've got to bounce. No,
Right,
I
the
really
game's
do.
still playing.
I know, but I've got a real problem. I don't
game's
think I'm going to... Mate, it's late, isn't it? My train. I've got to run.
Do we allow this? Do we, we
I haven't
allow
got
it.
ages.
We could allow it.
I
if you
haven't.
want.
I haven't. I've got... Oh, it's,
Go on, bro. Go on.
it's tight.
I'll make an executive
s-
decision. Fuck off.
No, it's very tight.
It's 2.5
4-2
minutes. now.
Bayern Munich.
I love how we have these discussions on air. This is the club, ladies and gentlemen. Please subscribe. My team have just taken a little bit of an ass whooping. Do me a favour. Hit that subscribe button.
Not Lime Street, for God's sake.
161,000 subs we've got at the moment. Please help us make it 200,000. Hit that subscribe button. That was a fluke goal.
Beautiful
Bayern
finish.
Munich are shit.
22:02. You got me for another minute.
No one has won the Super 6 this week because of this goal.
Nobody.
That's a shame.
That means it could be you. So, download the app, the Super 6 app. Join our league, Club 23. There's another round of games this weekend. It's a double week this week where there's 2 opportunities to win £250,000. There's 6 fixtures up this week. Get your predictions in, and it could be you. Club 23 is our league. Please join that. Rory will
I'm watching-
absolutely adore you.
I'm watching
if
how
you
many
do that.
people are joining while
And
you
if you
chat at them. Less than
screenshot-
Buvey so far.
If you screenshot the fact that you're in our league and you're on Instagram or Twitter and you at Buvey and Rory in it, they'll follow you back because that's what they do. They're like, if you join our Super
Okay.
6 league, I will follow you back on social.
10-4-7-4.
So
Let's
get
see what
at
you
in
can
them
do.
in all your screenshots of you in the
Do you
Super
think
6.
Adam can get it to
and they
10-80?
will follow you.
10-4-80. Can Adam get
Buvey's
6?
going to follow you. Rory's going to follow you.
Think Adam can get 6?
Yeah. So
Struggling. Buvey
Club
was smashing
23
it
is
up.
that
Adam, you're having a mare.
I was doing well.
Club
Adam
23 is
they've
that.
left. You're losing.
Nah, everyone loved me. They said it in the comments. They love me.
4-2 Bayern Munich.
Okay,
Go on,
you got a little
Tony!
bump. You got a little bump.
Mate, Tony's back, you know. I think,
Back from where?
mate, watch this space.
What do you mean? When you say back,
Mate,
that
he's
implies
never
he's been
been
there
there
before.
Vincent Kompany,
That implies,
Burnley.
like when I go back,
Saturday
I go
night,
back to
you're
Marbella
fucked.
because I've been there. I can't go back
They'll
to
beat you.
Jacksonville because I've never been there. Martial can't be back to form because he's never been there.
Burnley
Yeah,
will beat
he
you.
Yes.
Burnley beat you.
Vincent
lose to
Kompany and his
Burnley.
big head. You're fucked, mate.
You lose to Burnley.
Megs, foul! Thank you.
This goes in. I am leaving. Right, I've got 10 minutes.
It's extra time already.
It's gone for 1 minute.
No, I've got 10 minutes until I have to be on a train. And if I miss that, then I'm dead.
This has been even though we've lost, this has been my favourite stream.
It's been quite a funny stream,
been
actually.
fun.
You've had a mare.
Why is that?
You've had a
No,
mare.
you've had a mare, mate.
Why have I had a mare?
Oh, mate, we're all over the place.
You have let Bristol
No,
down
mate,
today.
you seriously,
Yeah.
you're poor.
You've let Bristol down.
Mate,
You've let
dreadful.
Pie Face down. Is he
Pie
from
face,
Bristol?
yeah, your fellow.
From Plymouth.
You've let Maya
your fellow
Jammer
West
down.
Ham-
Oh, no.
Yeah,
You've
the
let-
geezer at a Massive Attack hates you.
Massive
No,
Attack
no.
hate you.
Anyone else from that area? Ian Holloway.
Yeah! Come on. 4-3. There's still time, baby.
Ian Holloway.
Not
I'm
fine.
telling you now, we're going to win
Mate.
the fucking Champions League.
That's over though, right? 4 minutes
No,
past
no, no.
4.
I don't know. See, if we had a real injury time here, we'd have won this game. Mate, we're so good.
So good, it's unbelievable.
Oh,
Was it
wait.
Casemiro again?
Casemiro's nabbed his goal.
Again? Oh no, it wasn't going in. It was a good header.
No, yeah, it's good header.
It weren't going in. Casemiro, this is Champions League Casemiro, isn't it? Look, 2 goals in.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
Allianz.
big moments.
Yes.
He's a bit baffled.
Shoot from the halfway line. Come on,
It
lads.
just feels all for nothing. All this energy and
How's it
focus.
for nothing?
It is because
It's
you're
for
losing
Nana.
the game.
No, bro.
All I want to talk is about Anana.
Exactly.
but
Onana's
bro,
made it a
if you
nothing
lose
thing.
3-1, it's a big difference to losing
you draw this
4-3
game, it's a
against
great
Bayern
result.
Munich.
Get on with it. I'm in a rush. Don't you understand?
Fuck off, goal check. He's onside.
Why are they checking that?
Come on.
Oh, mate. It's not even going to affect the game. You got
If
to let
I
the goal
miss
stand.
my train. Goal. Does it count, yeah?
It's counting.
Don't blow the whistle.
Blow the whistle.
Stuff
Don't
like that.
blow the whistle.
Blow the whistle.
Don't make it.
Please blow the
miss his
whistle.
train, ref.
Blow the whistle.
4-4. He misses his train. Perfect night ever. Come on, lads.
Just get it in the corner flag.
Boo.
Thank you for watching.
While Rory runs for his train. Thank you very much to everyone for tuning into the club. Manchester United have lost 4-3 today, but you know what? We fought back. We scored some goals. Sergio Reguilon looks like a natural. Manchester United are going to win this Champions League. Don't worry. 5 games to go in the group. and Bayern Munich are shitting it, ain't they, Booth?
Well, they've just beaten you pretty comfortably.
Nah, but
had
they're
a fun,
scared
had a
though,
bit
ain't
of
they?
fun. I think you've shown a little bit of character for about 5 minutes, and then you scored a couple of goals. I think you'll be lucky to get out the group second.
No, we're
be
top
lucky.
in this group. Copenhagen Galatasaray drew today, so nice and easy, lads.
Beautiful.
Anyway, thank you for tuning into the club. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Thank you to Super 6 for sponsoring us. Make sure you're joining the league. The link is in the description below. Download the app. Club 23 is our mini league code. There's another round this weekend. Get your predictions in now because you won't be able to from Saturday onwards. So you want to be in there for this round. It's free to play as well. Buvey, any final words?
No, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the weekend. Looking forward to it.